Hey man, show us on something. Is it cool in here, y'all? No, it's a slight cool in here. You freezing?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Everybody all right? Two to be alive, isn't that right? Appreciate Yahuwah for the opportunity one more time. Somebody woke up dead this morning, but we woke up yet alive. Who all we got up there today? Got them all on there? Who are that? Do you ever feel like you hanging by your neck up there? You got to hop in there. Are you on the ceiling? What that is? Okay. See the bookers over there. Bruce, I see Bruce. Granville, I'm proud of you. Give me, I see the bed made up. Let's sit down. I sit down. Good to see you, Amber. See you over there, John. I know that right. I see the Booker boys over there. Lancaster, I see you over there. Liz, good to see you. Danielle, good to see you. She almost made it. Courtney won a day without that mask. You can't mess around. Y'all got a mask up. I seen Jessica and Bobby the spaceship maker. All right, Clay. Oh, Clay over there. Oh, Clay, you down or you babysitting? Oh, you down. Oh, he down. Okay. Got a 7 on that. Ryan. Who is Ryan in that mask up with? Did I see Michelle? Okay. Who that with a mask? One of the kids. I hope he ain't kidnap and put a mask on him. That's one of the kids with a mask. Who? That's somebody here lap with a mask.
Bonnet. That's her bonnet.
That's a bonnet.
No, that's not a mask. That's a skirt.
Is it over her face? Ryan said, that's no way I get her from crying. No. I'm trying to think. They didn't like it's over her face. It didn't mean.
No, sir.
Oh, y'all getting a check. What we got up there? See John, okay. Got one of the kids out there. I see Clem there. Ryan, okay, done moved over here. That's right. When you kidnap people, you got to keep moving. How you doing, Robin? Good to see you. Good to see Ivan. Good to see y'all and the baby. I see Sayed on there. Sayed got somebody on there with him. Is that Sayed on there? All right, Sayed, how we doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Philip, all right, Philip. You were missing Wednesday night, weren't you? You were missing.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night. You were missing on me. I said, Isaiah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Do you know
Yeah,
Sayed?
I'm working Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Do you and Sayed know each other, Isaiah?
Yeah.
Guess what gave y'all away?
What's that?
The writings behind y'all. I see the writings back there. I see the writings. That's all right. So there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Isaiah. I'm talking about Sayed. The Sayed and Isaiah know each other.
Oh,
Isaiah, you know Sayed? You don't? Oh, y'all don't know each other. I see the writing back there. Okay, but we got them. Oh, one said Oakland Raiders. Oh, okay. It almost look like it was written in Aubrey, huh? That's all right. Well, good to see you. Said, where Alma at? She on YouTube? Is Alma on YouTube? Oh, she on YouTube. Okay. Oh, she there. Well, good to see all y'all. I see you there, Lynn Nicole, John Taylor. I see everybody. Good to see everybody here. Good to see y'all. All the YouTubers too. Definitely good to see y'all. If I missed anybody, counted the princess. I showed them a call. Gwen, good to see Gwendolyn. Bill, Womanati. He said, hit that like family. Ain't that right? Y'all hit it like family. And hit that cash app and that subscribe. Shalom, Isaiah. There you go. He on both phones. I had that Chavez. Good to see you. Always Gerald Lancaster, Trouble. Chantella, she on YouTube today. Sean, good to see you, Sean. Chantella. Lanita on both of them. Chris, good to see you. Shalom, did you guys ever send the link for Zoom? I guess y'all had because he waiting on it. Y'all send it to him? Y'all switched it? Get on the app. So if those of y'all trying to get on Zoom, they need to go on the app. Oh, Chris, you need to go on the app. Oh, he want to put you on the Telegram. He said, I just joined. Okay, all right, good to see you. All right. It's something here. Okay, Alma, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, good to see everybody. All right, we'll get ready to sound the Katos of Ra. We try to move forward and see what does say Mr. Yahuwah. Isn't that right? You ain't got but one pillar, Granville. We'll try to get you another one. So y'all write that down. We need a dress and 2 pillows. I need 2 pillows. I roll. I don't want to walk and mess around and roll and miss that pillow. And that thing, you know you're going to roll and hit that floor. 2 pillows keep you stable. Don't y'all think so? Yeah, that's crazy. If you got 1 pillow, I put in the middle of the bed. I ain't going to stand on one side. Cause a pillow designed to keep you in a certain place, ain't it? Now, where you put them clothes at? Not in the garbage, did you? The clothes on the floor? Granville, the clothes on the floor? Uh-oh. Granville, where the clothes? Where the clothes at? They on the floor?
I put the drawers on the chair.
There you go. That's good. Well, I like seeing that bed made up. How you feel with having the bed made up? It's a different energy. Prince, you made up your bed today. How did you feel? Like, Ra need to mind his own business. That's the first thing she was thinking, my mom. How many other here don't make up their bed? Oh yeah. How many of y'all don't make up your bed? You go and leave it like that. Just tip you don't. Ray got here. That one right. Cam told us, which one is it? Is it I don't make it up? Yeah, some days you do, sometimes. Because it's a pattern. You don't make up your bed every day, Jeremiah. He don't make up his bed every day. So what y'all do, just leave, because then you get in your bed, it's going to be cold. And it's wrinkled. So you want to get in there, you want to fix the fit sheet on now. Don't leave that wrinkle. You want to straighten that out, then put your cover back on there. So you pull your cover back, you want to let back your bed be warm. That bed be cold, them wrinkles be cold.
I like when bed cold.
Who is that? Arnell. That man go get some ice trays, that pop them, just put it in bed. Well, it can be cold. You just make sure you make it up first. Do you make up your bed every day, Arnell? Guilty can take too long. That's something. But see, these are things right here. This is what we try to do. We're trying to help people out, help y'all out on that. These are things, typically, I guess, sometimes parents look at, well, that's something you don't. You start them off young so you can train them, like I said, in the way they should go. Like I said, it looks small, but these are things you want to take time out to make sure you do. Then when you're doing, make sure you do it right. Like, you get away, then your cover uneven, the thing hanging out on one side. I like my stuff even. I just like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I just don't have the time to waste a half doing that. That is no half sweet. You know what I'm saying? Just get this, that don't make no sense. Don't even sweet. Yes, sweet. I'm saying that you're gonna have sweet. They're gonna talk something. I heard the second part was pretty, no. Go all the way. If you're gonna do it, put the effort in to do it right. How many of y'all you just try to do it? The rest gonna be on. How many of y'all you make it up, but you ain't trying to be the bed made up, that's far enough. One person. 2, Jordan. You make it up, it don't matter about if it's like perfect. You look at, I'm the one laying in anyway. So you're trying to convince yourself. Don't see what you don't convince yourself of that. Let me tell you what, honestly. It'll look like small things. It's a lot of things about us. You'll be surprised they show in things we do. Like when you do things or you say convince yourself, you manipulate yourself to believe certain things like, well, I'm the one got laid anyway. So I ain't trying to impress nobody. That's a flaw. And you'll make that as an excuse. I'm telling you, when you start to, that's why you don't want to bounce nothing off yourself. That's bad. Don't bounce. It's good to shoot it by somebody and just see. It's just good for you. So it's healthy. There's a lot of people, you be surprised. There's a lot of people here, they like to themselves. You don't want to do that. Because to yourself, I already know what you do. You got your own right. Because you like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. That's because you're the person grading it. When it's graded by other people, you find out that's not the norm, then you look to make adjustments. Y'all got it. I'm telling you, that's why so many people are terrible people, not in certain aspects. There's some people just terrible people as terrible people as it is. So you want to be able to run things across and find out so you can make sure. Y'all got it? When he told you to examine yourself and see whether you be in the arm or not. How many of y'all heard that before? When in the King James it said, I think there's 2 Corinthians 13, chapter, examine yourself and see whether you be in the faith. All right, hand, how you do that? I got somebody else. So, see, that's a check. I said, what did I say? That man said, according to the rules. That's it. His hand ran to his lip, but that's okay. Come on, get that check. So then, that's all right. You be all right. Let's try to get now. What happened to that ugly one? The other one, the ugly one.
Oh, it's
The lumberjack one. Or something. You like lumberjack material? That one now. I thought that was it, but I called it. That's one of my colors. Don't do the other one. Wear that one. So, see, when he tell us to examine ourselves to see, the only way for you to actually do that is you're using it according to the measuring stick, which is going to be the word. If you took that literally as you examine you come up with what you think, you're going to mess up. And that's what people do, because he said examine yourself, so they stop. There's no way to examine myself to see whether, unless there's rule, like the women. Amazing. They'll tell y'all to do your own mammogram, don't it? But they tell you what to look for, don't they? They don't tell you just feeling what you think. No, they'll tell you start looking for a mass, small bump, lump. Am I correct? Even though you're so that's because that's the rule. You see how things you do naturally tell. They don't just tell you, well, you just see what you think. That don't make no sense. You might think, anybody look at, I don't want to think about no cancer, so I don't feel nothing. But they tell you, you're looking for this. You want to use this type of technique when you're doing it, squeeze this much and you can see what you feel. If you detect something from there, maybe schedule an appointment for a mammogram, then you go from there. So this is what we do. When he says examine yourself, we got to look at what's the rule. Please, and I'm sure that's been a big thing for a lot of us. We go with what we know. What you know ain't enough. That's why I say they all got to be taught of me. Please don't go with what you know. That's dangerous. That's what you do when you're in the street. You don't know. You say, man, I just got to go with what I know. And you probably still going to get killed, though. But when it come down to your salvation, let's go with the rule. That make sense? Yes, sir. Okay, we get ready to sign the Katos Azara so we can try to get moving on, see which way Mr. Yahuwah have us go. Gotta be. Okay, we'll try to do that. Everybody all right? Emma, what is that back there? Them balloons back down. I try to see what are them, some kind of balloon? Is that a background you put out down? What are them? What are them balloons? No wonder Bruce in that other room. Bruce, I can't sit up on the balloon with all them colors. Bruce, I'm going to the other room. I know someone that's sitting in a different room. Bobby, what you doing drinking? You ain't supposed to be drinking this service, Joker. He said, that's how to help him out with it. You like that, don't you? Bobby said, we can just stay home, that way I can drink. I won't have that man nowhere, no kitchen, and no microwave, nothing they could cut on and blow up and start ticking. Then he'll try to they may want to take the engine out the microwave. They got engines in the microwave? Well, Bobby gonna find out. I tell you, he'll find out before I will. So y'all know we're gonna look at, again, we wanna try to, when we're doing this, we really wanna try to look at things and try to make sure that we understand them, because it's critical now. You know, years before we, I wouldn't say we got away with, but Elohim allowed for a long period of time for us to go through and do things and not have a good understanding about it. But now he's bringing us back to the fact of now you need to really make sure you understand. We're in a critical time now. And now you have to understand, when you get the understanding, you also get charged with the penalty of. There's certain things you can't do when you got to understand it. Y'all got it? That's the truth. So a lot of y'all, this is why a lot of y'all don't try to grow or elevate, because you know at this point you don't have no room. Ain't no room for there's no room for errors. See, we've been able to get away with some errors. It's still wrong, but you've been able to use the fact, I didn't know, I didn't understand. When you start to really get into understanding, and you should understand that now you're getting closer to judgment. He's moving us toward that direction for a reason. See, now it's dangerous for you to follow where it get cut off, because now you're dealing with understanding. See, a lot of things with those people he got them for the tour, they understood. That's why he could cut them off immediately. It wasn't, I mean, you understood. Just like with Adam and Kahua, he sit down and say, hold on for a minute. So let me go back over there. So y'all didn't understand what I said. He said, didn't I tell you? So that's why at that point, it was the easiest thing to do, is just go ahead and cut them off, because you knew what you were doing. So you made a conscious decision, and that's what we're dealing with now. A lot of times you've been able to get away with, you weren't conscious, but now you're conscious, so you can't get away with it. Y'all got it? So we try to look at that since we brought that conversation up. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Y'all know this. And why we start here? Foundation. It's very important. Y'all remember, y'all supposed to be builders. So, as being builders, that's something we always have to remember. You got to have a foundation. Y'all got it? That's what we're looking at. All right, let's see, Romans 15 and 4, listen.
For whatever Nikatab before,
Whatever was written before
Nikatab
was
Talamadus,
written to teach us, to show us, and to instruct us.
so that through endurance
So it going through without quitting,
and through the Nakum,
and through the comfort of
the Ketubim,
of the writing,
we might have Tikva.
that's what we're looking at now. We kind of trying to think about something. Let's see something. Before I move another way, how are we going to do that? See if that's the 17th chapter of the book of Acts of the Shalakim. Acts of the Shalakim. Shalakim are the sent one, Acts. And before we get a chance, before you put up, can we find out what the definition of the word Acts is? I don't know if it happened. It might just say act. Act's gonna be plural, so it's gonna be different. Let's see what act is. ACT. I'm just curious, what does it say? Oh, take action, do something. So we go to the book, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at what something did they do. Does it mean do something? When we read the book, we go to the book, what we call Acts, we're looking at what did they do? What something did they do, basically. That makes sense? Because if act mean do something, then we're looking at what something did they do. Hello? Y'all don't think it's important to understand what you're doing? For whatever reason he has that, he's giving us to say, look, once you take time out to just understand, don't even try to jump Abarim in your mind. That first of all, get what you speak English correct. Let's get basic English straight. We get this straight, then we'll start to move and try to divert somewhere else. But right now, we have mastered the skill of what we're dealing with right now. You try to go and you try to compile something else. Really, all you're gonna do is you're gonna have two confusions. So a lot of us confused with English, and then we confused with trying to grab something else that we hadn't mastered this yet. You got what I'm saying? Let's get one thing straight first. Then we try to move forward and try to go to say, so we can get a full understanding from both spectrums. Does that make sense? Yes, so that remember what Acts said, take action or what? So we going to look at, did they take action? No, we're going to see what did they do. What something, if it means do something, what something did they do? That's what we're going to find out, right? So let's go and look at the 17th chapter of that book, since we're there. And that's Sefer, that scroll. Acts 17. Again, I appreciate all of y'all on YouTube, Zoom, the whole nine. Do 11, then we'll move. Let me see something. 17, 11. For whatever reason, let's do that. I was going to start 1. Let's see. Might be 9. Let's see. Hey, however he see fit. All right, listen.
11?
We can.
Yes, sir. Now, these were generous in the Ruach than those in Thessalonica.
So that's a little different than how I read in the King James Version. In the King James Version, it would say that these were more noble, and that noble referred to more aristocratic. So you start looking at more higher upper society type people. That's a little different here. He told that these were more generous. So you got to look at the way these people avail themselves and the way they gave. That's what he looked at. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So he saw them as different. I'm sure they could relate this over into noble at the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because being a people that have more, you're able to do more. So I'm sure you can correlate it over, but based off what we're reading from here, let's try to work from there, okay? He said these were more generous. Okay, then those where?
Thessalonica.
In Thessalonica. Tell them why.
For they received the bar wholeheartedly, examining the Ketubim daily.
See that? And you said they was examining themselves by themselves to do what now?
Examining the Ketubim daily.
Whether what?
To see as they say, it was so.
That's what it was. That's what they were looking at. If that's what it said, I'm just going back over it to make sure that's what it said. That's what he looked at about these people. These people would take the time out to make sure that is what it said. When they said that, to do something, that's something they did right now.
That's right.
They were making sure that's what it said. Sometimes we just go and say, I'm good. When the Spirit talking, I just go with the Spirit. He said, yeah, you need to make sure. He looked at these people, he saw a difference between them and the Yahudim who was at Bureau. There was a difference because these people, they received the word and they were ready for it. And they were going to search it to make sure whether it was so. You notice he didn't say they were going through looking at some other stuff. They were just saying, oh, but because he told them something, they were going to make sure that's what he said. What you been checking?
That's right. That's right.
You must be from Thessalonica. See, the ones that built, they were trying to make sure, because they were receiving the word, what were they searching?
What they was taught.
You ain't gonna believe, that's crazy. Ain't that crazy how they did that? Ain't that crazy how they weren't going through just reading the whole book, trying to see what the whole book was just saying?
That's right.
No, they were looking at what you taught. We try to make sure that's what it said.
That's right.
So what that mean in Acts? What we found out the word act mean? Do something. And what we looking to see? Well, and what's something that they do? Well, this was something that they did.
That's right.
What they were taught, they were going back over to make sure it was so. So you're trying to make sure you're confirming. Hello?
That's right.
Right quick, 14th chapter of the book of Acts, since we're down. And it mean to do something. Well, we're going to see what something did they do. We're going to look at the 14th chapter, probably 11 verse, same book. And who are willing, we'll come back over there. I was talking to a preacher I know, he was telling me about some other preachers, and he was telling me about some other stuff. He said, oh, this thing here, man, that's a lot of them in this scandal. He connected the way he was telling me about some stuff and other people in it. I told him, I said, no, I don't know him. He said, you got to know. I said, no, I don't. I don't know him. I said, I'll be honest with you. I said, I'm not surprised. I said, I said, you know what every preacher pastor need to do? I said, they need to be examining themselves and go back through their fold.
Come on.
I told him the same thing.
Come on.
I think, Dwayne, you were there. What I said, man, I need to wear them jokers out, make a tape. I told him, I tell him. I said, what need to be done? I said, every pastor need to be examining himself. He need to go back through his fold. You ain't got time to run nobody out. Make sure your stuff clear.
That's right.
If I got one memo, I ain't got time to talk about nobody else.
That's right.
I told him, as soon as I get everybody straight, I'm gonna do my cut down tape. You ain't gonna believe it. I ain't gonna never get to it.
Yep.
That's how you are gonna keep. They're gonna take everything I got to make sure we stay alive.
That's right.
At a time, it'll build itself that seemed profitable. But then you start looking at where was the knowledge of the people. All the knowledge of the people was they knew what preacher was involved, some gay, what preacher was a thief, what preacher sleep with member, and that did what for you as far as salvation? Absolutely nothing. Didn't feed you at all. I still got people going back listening to that stuff. I said, man, I've been with you. You'll find it quicker than I will. Because I'll be honest with you, that's where we were for a time. But just like he told me in the first chapter of the book of Allah Hadabarim, they called Deuteronomy. He said, you've been in this way too long. Turn and take your journey.
That's right.
And you know when a lot of that came from? When we started to come into the knowledge of the Shem, the name, when we started to come into the knowledge of it automatically moves you away from it. It's not conducive. See, as long as you stay with that that pattern, it's so mediocre, it's so minor to where it give you that much time, it give you that much free time. Because, I mean, the law done away with. Come on. So, man, by the time you run through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, man, you got time to do all kind of stuff. Then you start looking at I don't know where you got that from. Because the Torah is done away. How they going to find the promise?
Right.
That's crazy. You get rid of the road, how the people going to find it?
That's right.
He couldn't have got rid of the road because that's the road to get you to it.
That's right.
So he going to leave it there to get you. That's the only way. We only came through, and the only way we can get to the promise was through the Torah.
That's right.
Let me say, when he came to get Abraham from his house and he told Abraham to leave his father's house, what was that, the promise? That was Torah, because that was law, that was instruction. Had he stayed, he was going to kill him. So you know where that, anytime we ask, I'll tell you something, they want to know if it's optional. If I told you to do it, why? See, the difference with us and them, you know Abraham, they asked him, but why though? The book said he moved with fear. That's what we learned about it. Even the kids, we learned that with the beginning of wisdom. When it came to office, did y'all know the book say he moved with fear? He moved with Yara. You know what we do? Man, it's crazy, man. I'm trying to see that thing. He said, and that's why I'm gonna kill you. Because you don't move with fear. Because you will set the question and you'll feel like you had that opportunity and it becomes dangerous. So when Abraham, I know this for a fact, when he came to God, Abraham, it was law. Yeah. If I just told you get out of your father's house, what it is? That's all a law is a rule or a code that governs a behavior. So if you're in your father's house and I told you to get out of it, that law just superseded what you were doing. Yeah. That law just changed what you were doing. So he came and got Abraham from where? He had to come and get him by the law. Now, when he got him out of there, he gave him what? So if there was no law, how was he going to get to the promise? Did it make sense to y'all? I don't want to just be spewing nothing out of my mouth. But Justin, if it don't, y'all can raise your hand and say, well, that don't make sense. That sound crazy. Because this is the benefit, this is what we're looking at. It's about this ain't about, well, we don't want preachers to look bad. We all gonna be in bad shape if we wrong. Yeah. If we don't understand that law has always been instituted. They looking for a 10 commandment law written. Anytime he tell you to do something, that's an order. Y'all got it? That's an order. Y'all got it? That's an order. And the problem becomes, we start saying, well, I mean, so is that like thou shalt not kill? He said, oh, I'm finna show you. I'm finna kill you. Because when Adam was in the, listen, when Adam was in the garden, let me see, was thou shalt not steal was instituted? Did we know that? What about thou shalt not commit adultery? What about thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor? That man said, ain't nobody even live next door to me. So it's like allow who I want to. Ain't nobody living next door. I'm just using that. We know we're talking about who is it. But you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these things weren't instant. What about covering his neighbor's ox? Or none of that. But when I told him of every ox of the garden he can freely eat, but the day that he eat of this one, he was gonna mooch. That's Torah. Yeah. Listen to these folk tell you that's stupid. How you charge the man with death if there was no law? I taught you guys the 5th chapter of the book of Romans that sin entered in through Adam. He was the entry door for sin. Sin can't enter where there's no law. So you see where people trying to tell you something is actually you really lack understanding. Because you keep looking, that these guys walk around with these tablets. Man, put them tablets down and serve. Mm-hmm. He been took them tablets down. Mm-hmm. Man, he took them, listen, them tablets were took down when Yahushua was up on the tube. Mm. After he moved, he told them, man, get them joking out, break their leg. They said, man, get them down there and break their leg. That's because he broke them. That's why they took them, they broke them. They broke the legs of the first one, then of the second one. Oh, y'all said, then Musha said he was gonna be like me. When Musha was up, that's when he broke him. He didn't break him when he was on the ground, didn't he? He was up when he broke him. And that's what they told him before he got it out. They said, that's why they had to break him before they got him down. They said, take him down and break their legs. So you walk around them tablets, I already know you wasting time. They wasting time. Man, shoot, dog who had been cleared that up. He said, man, I hit that thing in my Lord. That's why I won't break them. They was out there, you'll drop you clumsy ox. Ain't that right? I hit him in my Lord. So I might not kata against him. See, that's why he only broke them, because they had committed kata. You see what I'm saying? They had already broke them. Once the people transgressed, they already had broke the law. You thought that was someone Musha cast them down? What did the people do when they were down there? All they supposed to do was wait on it. Why Dawood told you to wait and be a good courage? They broke it. So he looked at y'all already broke it. They told you know Musha broke the Torah. No, he didn't. They broke it. He cast it down. It was symbolism. You broke this. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe that's just me. I be all over the place sometimes. Just be in my own mind with stuff. 14:11. Let's see what they say. How about it? Listen.
When the crowd of arms saw what Shaul had done, they lifted up their call, speaking in the Laquanith language, saying,
I think in the other one it said Lacedonia. It said the language of the Lacedonia. I'm sure one of the Roman type languages, I'm sure. One of the islands from around there anyway. Listen, the Greeks and the Romans pretty much dominated everything back in these time periods. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm probably sure I'm not. Go ahead.
Saying, the might ones in the form of Anashim have come down to us.
That's what they looked at. They said the mighty ones in the form of Anashim have come down to us. Now you ask yourself, the people like Adonia said, where they get that kind of stuff from? I know y'all go back. You don't go back to the 4th chapter of the book of Aleph Shema, the 4th chapter. That's what they said when we came back with the Torah. When we came back with the Ark and the Taba. That's what they did. And it rang out. They said, these be the mighty ones.
That's right.
That's what they looked at. But see, they would all translate that back when Adam came down. That's why you already referred to as the Ben of Adam. Because we knew, that's how we knew it. That's the first time we seen that that man had formed into the shape and come down as Elohim. That's the first time we seen it. He said, let us make him in our image and our likeness, and let him have. So he came to it, that's when we knew it. Everybody recognized it. You didn't know that? that Elohim had came down in the form of Anashim. That's what they knew. That's how we knew it. Hello? And it was hard for people to recognize Yahushua, but you needed to have all those interactions so you understood when Yahushua came, and he tried to tell you that Abba was in him, and I was in him. And look, I don't know why they're so strange. How did y'all say that Adam was the Ben of Elohim, and you don't believe when I tell you I am? They act like it was something new. They said, man, they're blaspheming. We'll stone you. So then you need to stone Adam. He said, you need to stone Adam. Because all I did was repeat it back what you've already heard and seen, and I did the works. Because he told you what Adam, he said, and let him have. And that's what he did. He let him have. That's what he told. That's what he said, well, man, hold on what you got. Let's see right quick. Let me say, right quick. Barashit 126. It shouldn't take long, Yahuwah willing. Let's see where we're going with this. Surely my boss got a purpose. Barashit, they call Genesis. Height, we say heights of the beginning or in the start. Ra Shyth 126. I tell like one of the writers told us, I don't write you no new commandment, I write an old one. You already know it. You got enough new one, let's go with what you know. Listen.
Then Elohim said, let us make Adam in our image, according to our likeness, and let them char over the fish of the Yam, and over the birds of the Shamayim, and over the cattle, and over all the arats, and over every creeping thing that creepeth on the arats.
See now? That's what he did. He said, that's what he said, let man have it. That's what he said, let him have it. Isn't that right? So he put all this in the man's hands. Hello? That's what he did. Pick my right quick. Say that 5th chapter book of Yahuchanan. We don't even want 17. It's a repeat. They should already know it. We'll pick it up at about 24. 5:24, Yahuchanan. Listen, make it 5:22. Listen.
For the Abba does not Shaphat anymore.
See that? You hear what he did? Yeah, you ain't gonna believe it. Hold what you got right quick. Let's see something. Hold on. The Abba, the what now?
Does not Shaphat anymore.
What's Shaphat?
Judge.
He don't judge anymore. He don't do that anymore. What happened?
Rather, he has given the mashpah entirely into the hand of the Ben.
Hold what you got. Pick me up right quick. At the book, back at that Barashit chapter 1. Gotta be a conclusion to the whole matter. You ain't gonna believe what you gotta do first. What was it? Say it louder, son. That's what Abraham did. That's what you're gonna have to fear Elohim. And then you keep his commandment. That be the whole duty. Isn't that right? All you do is do. I'm trying to get you to do the duty. I'm telling you, all they've been doing is doing. You need it. That be the whole duty. That duty, that's your obligation. But you can't do it without fear. I'm telling you why y'all mess up, how you make the mistake, because you don't feel. I'm telling you, you can commit a talk when you don't feel.
Yep.
You remember when they talk, remember that time when they, look up when Abraham that time, pick it up right quick when he had committed that sin. Pick it up right quick for me. Put it up. I'm gonna run through him. Say what now? You ain't gonna believe it. Because he moved with fear. You ain't gonna believe it. I'm trying to tell you, I already know why y'all mess up. You don't feel. I'm trying to help you. Listen, no Ruach HaKodesh. Explain me how Abraham didn't commit Qatar. You know, Abraham lied. He said it with his sister. Tell me where you read that at. People create their own stuff. You would have never read he told you that. That makes no sense. Abraham didn't tell no lie. That was his sister. He told you that was. He said, we got the same daddy, not the same mother. He never told no lie. He told you know, Abraham lied. That's you, because you around here committing Qatar. Man had no Ruach HaKodesh and they commit no sin. Now what's your problem? Because you don't feel. I'm trying to help y'all out now. I know where it started at. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I'm trying to help y'all out. Every time you commit Qatar, you don't feel, and you can't be saved. I'm trying to help you out. This not hard. This is not hard. What do you feel? What do you feel? Okay. I'm trying to help you out now. Listen. This Barashit 1. Go ahead. 1 and 1 be fine. We'll work it. Listen.
1 and 1.
1 and 1. It's,
Yes,
it's
sir.
all the same word. Listen.
And the Aratz was without, in Ra Shyth,
Ra Shyth in the beginning, height start existing.
Elohim
The mighty one.
created the Shamayim
He created Bara
and the Aratz.
and the Ra. Okay.
And the Aratz was without form and void.
See that? It without form and void.
And Kashak was over the Pani of the deep.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. See that? That I know we were him first. He said the face was black. Pioneer is the face, surface. Surface was black. I've been here before. You know what? If I see, you know who would have never said, who would have on the movie Life? Remember that girl told mine, I ain't never seen you before. All he didn't want to tell me that. See, he went on there, he said the surface was black. You don't like that, do you? Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out now. He said the face was black when he went over it now. This ain't my first time here now. Listen.
And the Ruach of Elohim was moving over the Pani of the Ma'im.
Word be hovered. It hovered. Y'all know that? And how we recognize it is we recognize it and we look at the hover because we got to look at things. Hold what you got quick. 5, oh, this could be quick. 5, 7, right quick. Who know what I want? Yahuchanan. 5, 7, then I'm coming straight back over there. Like Tony Does said, I'm coming back the same way. They don't like that. Listen.
The sick Ish answered him, Ma'adan, there is no
Oh,
one.
stop. Okay. 5:17. Go ahead. The sick Ish, the sick man. 5:17.
Oh, that was 5 and 7.
5:17. What
Yes,
I said.
sir.
I got 17. Anybody heard me say 17, bro? I said 7. All right, let's do that. What did right here? What there? Put a 1 in front of it, not behind it. 15. That's all. We're saying the same thing. I don't know how much time we got to keep doing it now. I thought it was 5:17. Listen.
Yes, sir. Yahushua answered them, Abba carries out his actions even until now.
Y'all hear what they said? Listen what it said. He carries out his action even till. Till is the ending. Till should be ending. Where you put the until, till the shorter part of till. Let's look at the definition of till. Show how they work right quick. Don't take long. They missed it. I'll work it out for them. Look up till. They got a definition for it? Well, put until. Meaning of till. What got right here? The meaning of till. Till, entry, sense, till, entry. See, same thing, until. Let's go until right quick. It don't take long. What's the definition of until? Used as a function word to indicate continuous as of action or condition to specify what? That's all we need. Specify a time. Okay? If I told you to sit down here in my right hand, what? Till. How long that is? That specifies a time. That specifies a time. That's what I do for a living. Listen to what he said. Let's talk to him. 5:17. Same book. Come on. Come on,
Yahushua
Dustin.
answered
Same
them.
way. Listen.
Abba carries out his actions
Pay attention. IB carries out his action.
even until now.
See that? Even until now.
And I also
You ain't
take
wait
action.
until the specified time. And what happened?
And I also take action.
You ain't gonna believe it. I picked it up from now. I'll show you how that works. Jump back up right quick. 1 and 3, where we at, 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Borrow sheet 1 and 2. Pay attention. It's a specified time. Listen.
And the Aratz was without form and void.
That's what he said. Well, right? Listen.
And Kashak was over the Pani of the deep.
Listen.
And the Ruach of Elohim was moving
Spirit
over,
of Elohim. And what it did?
moving over the Pani of the Ma'im.
And what happened? That when he said move, it hovered and it moved. We know that because when Yahushua was up on the tube, some of the hovering. You ain't gonna believe it. The Ruach left. That's how I know it. Pay attention.
Then
When he was sitting up over there, it was similar to hovering. That's how I know what he was doing. Them folk got Yahushua, they got Yahushua doing that number around him. I don't know where you got it from. I know what he was doing. He was hovering. He was hovering. And then when they told you when he was up on the tube, then they told you the Ruach left. I know what he was doing. You guessing. Them folk got that man around here like he was Batman with that cape that showed the cartoon one. That don't make no sense. What's up, man? Got a car and all that, man. Go park that car. Don't even make sense. You got a car, motorcycle, and you fly. That's too much. That overdoing it. It's just too much. I can't even watch it no more. It's too much. Then he got a space, then he got a jet and a helicopter. That's too much. That's just too much. There's too many bills. Don't go to the gas station, then you live in a cave. Man, go upstairs in the house. Nothing, it don't, come on, all this is technology, and then you, come on, man, stop it. Come on, listen. This is where we're at, 1 and 4, 1 and 3?
1 and 3.
1 and 3, come on.
Then Elohim said,
What did he say?
let there be Ahura.
That's what he said. He said, let it be light.
And there was Ahura.
That's what he said, and there was light.
And Elohim saw that the Ahura was two.
What did he say now?
Elohim saw that the Ahura were two.
He said the Ahura was 2. That's what he said. He said the light was good. Go ahead.
And Elohim separated between the Ahura and the Kashak.
We kind of separate. It must have been like this. Must have been like that. He said separate. You know how I know that? Because that's what I found out when he made Adam and Ka'ur. You ain't going to believe it. They were like this. They separate. You can't separate and that ain't been together. That's crazy. That's crazy. How y'all see this? I'm confused. He put a separation in between them. All right, let's see what happened. Listen.
And Elohim Yaquara the Ahura Yum.
That's what he did. He called it. You know right? Yeah, right. Yaquara, he called. That's right. He called it. That's what he called it. He called it Yum. He called it day.
Yes, sir.
And what happened?
And the Kashak, he Yaquara Layla.
See that? He called it. That's what he called it. He called it night. Listen.
And there was evening, and there was morning, one Yum.
That's what he said. That's one of them. Come on.
Then Elohim said, let there be an expanse in the midst of the Ma'im.
That's what he said. Put expansion in the middle of the Ma'im. All the water together. He said, I need to bring something up in the middle of it. They bring expansion in it. That's why I need to put some separation between it. Because you ain't going to believe it. That's kind of funny. You ain't going to believe it. He was trying to tell you about us. You ain't going to believe it. Everybody was one language. We were all one people. Then he put expansion between us. That's why you over here, some of the other ones over there, and the people of Ma'im, what would you think he was talking about? That's why I told you, I've been here before. So he brought up an expansion. That's what it did. It caused a separation. The man declared the end at the beginning. Didn't he tell y'all that?
Yes, sir.
So what were you listening to? Go figure. Listen. I'm reading it with you. Listen.
And let it separate between the Ma'im and the Ma'im.
See that? You ain't gonna believe it. And let it separate between the people and the people.
That's right.
That's all he just told you. And let it separate. You ain't gonna, what you think separating you from other people? Huh? Okay, trying to help y'all out. They ain't paying attention. Listen.
And Elohim made the expanse and separated between the Ma'im,
See that? He made it and he separated between them.
which were below the expanse, and
below.
between the Ma'im, which were above the expanse.
See that? He put a separation of the people between the ones here and the ones there too. And you look at the ones up in Shamshun with him. There's a separation between us and them. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Go figure. Go figure. Listen.
And it was so.
And he said, and that's what it was. Come on.
And Elohim Yaquara the expanse, Shamayim.
He said, I call that Shamshun.
And there was evening and there was morning, a second Yum.
You know they ain't gonna believe. They can't believe that we gonna go up and then we gonna come back down. Explain to me how the rain go up, how the rain come down. It go up, then it come back down. They don't even realize he tried to tell you. It's some people up. See that? We're gonna go up. See, you can't believe it. Why did you believe you were gonna meet him and you were gonna come back down with if you didn't understand how the water get up to come back down the rain? Hello? You ain't gonna believe it too how I do it. It actually changes their form.
Yeah. That's right.
What, so let me ask y'all a question. I'm just curious. So what are y'all listening to? These folks have a lot of problem with this stuff. I'm confused. They got a problem. I've been telling them I'm gonna meet the man and animal, come back down. They got a problem. But I'm trying to ask, so where the rain come from? And it changes the form before it can do it.
That's
You
right.
ain't gonna believe it. We gonna be changed.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe it. We gonna be changed. See, but why you believe that? See, you can't believe that stuff. See, I told you this at the beginning, that this was gonna happen at the end. That there was gonna be a separation between the people, that some of the people are gonna go up, and then we coming back down.
Right, right.
Y'all know what they're thinking. Listen, I'm listening to it with y'all. What do you hear? Listen.
Then Elohim said, let the Ma'im below the Shamayim be gathered into one Malkum.
See that? You ain't gonna believe it. That's how we know how he's gonna establish us up. He gonna take us, that's why we know how he's gonna assemble, he's gonna put us together. Hello? That's how he's gonna bring it, he's gonna assemble us together. And we're gonna be in one place. He told you, that's amazing. He told you he had a determination. That's what he said. Determination that he was gonna gather, what was that? All Goyim. That's what he said down in the valley of Yehoshaphat. He said, there, I'll plead with, that's why I'm gonna contend with them now. That's why I'm gonna contend with y'all at, right? I'm gonna get everybody to one place. They working too. You had no idea they working. Yeah, Yemen is not too happy right now. They got hit in 30 locations. They vowed revenge. They said, listen, any U.S., any Europe, any ship that coming from England, they open target to get hit. That's a bad decision. And then you ain't gonna believe it. Saudi Arabia done decided to kick off too. Yeah. Saudi Arabia said, yeah, we gonna be back in U.S. them on there. Iran said, you can forget that one. Our treaty is off. See, if you go to 11th chapter book, we ain't got to go to Daniel, don't stay back there. You'll start looking, these people gonna make treaties, and they gonna break these treaties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they gonna break these treaties. These treaties getting broken. Listen, this a mess. Listen, this whole thing, man, Yahuwah done told you what he gonna do it. This thing coming together just like he told them. Y'all will see it. Listen.
And let the dry Adumah appear, and it was so.
See that? And let the dry Adumah appear, and it was so. Come on.
And Elohim Yaquara, the dry Adumah, arise.
That's what he called, arise.
And the gathering of the Mayim, he Yaquara Yum.
That's what he called the Yum. That's what he called the seas. Come on.
And Elohim saw that it was two.
He said that's good too.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Then Elohim said, let the Arats sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, in Pari, ox of the Arats bearing Pari after their kind.
See that? You ain't gonna believe it. That's why you him. See, I've been seeing you. And he told the brother, he said, and you gonna bear them after your kind. That's why he was able to tell you what kind of generation you was, because they were all coming after your kind. Yeah. That's why he referred. You think he saw Adam way for them. When I put everything here, I already saw what we're gonna do. Everything we're gonna put out, it was gonna push out what was in it. And you ain't gonna believe it. I seen you a long time ago. You put out exactly what was in you. That's just, y'all all right? Yes, sir. That's what he just told you. See, all he making, everything he put in play, he started showing you a character. He said, man, I don't know, why that kid so bad? Go figure. You go figure. They're trying to tell you already, I've been seeing you. Everything you got is sprouting right out from you. Listen.
Whichever seed in them, and it was so. And the Arats brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed after their kind.
See that? Everything you out this side. Come on.
And ox bearing Pari, whichever seed is in them
and
after their kind.
See that? Then when he looked at, he said, whatever seed in them. He said, that's all it was. That's a seed you got in you. Hold what you got right quick. Pick me up right quick. YashaYahu, for some reason. One and one right quick. Let's see how that work out. How about that? YashaYahu, they call it Isaiah 1 and 1. Because we got to deal with time periods. YashaYahu. They call it Isaiah 1 and 1. Then we're going to come back, Yahuwah willing. We're going to dust it. We come back the same way. Same way. Got to be a conclusion to the matter. Listen.
The Kazun of YashaYahu.
Kazun, that's going to be the vision. What happened?
The being of Amaz, which he saw concerning Yehuda.
The being of Amaz, burdensome. Y'all see that? He was the son that was burdened. His father was burdened. Isn't that right? And it says he was the son, his father, he was the son of burden. You ain't going to believe it. He came to Yasha, he came to save, to deliver. A person burdened need to be delivered. Can you believe that? His daddy was burdensome. He came to deliver. Isn't that right? Salvation. What else you need? Come on, you ain't gonna believe it. You not serious, are you? Y'all not serious. Let me ask y'all a question. If the daddy burdened, y'all tell me he don't need salvation? Yes, sir. Let me ask you a question. Why you think Yahushua said, come at me all your burden and what he gonna give you? I'm gonna give you salvation. You missed it. YashaYahu. So y'all not really good listeners, are you? What the purpose of telling you about his father? Then he gonna need salvation. You ain't gonna believe it. You ain't gonna believe what you gonna need. And then later on, they learned in the ninth chapter, he saw you were burdened too. And get what he told you? Congratulations. A child gonna be born unto you. Huh? Because you need salvation. Go figure. Listen.
Concerning Yehuda, and Jerusalem in the Yamim of
YashaYahu,
Jotham,
Jotham,
Ahaz, and
Koskiyah,
Malachim of Yehuda.
See that? Koskiyah, Yahuwah, see that? Yahuwah strengthens. See that? All these folks come in and let you know through every one of these rules that came through, let you know at the end, Yahuwah strengthens. Listen.
Shama, O Shamayim.
See that? Listen, O Shamayim.
And Shama, O Arad.
And the Arad.
For Yahuwah speaks, Bani I have reared.
That's amazing. You ain't gonna believe it. When he's speaking in the book of Ra Shyth, you ain't gonna believe who heard him. The Shamayims heard him. He told him to bring forth our He told expansion to go up to him. They heard him before. And the right told him to bring forth tree, ox, and all these different things, bearing seed that's in it. That's what he just told him. And for some reason, he just told you to listen. I can't imagine where you get this stuff from. Listen.
Banim I have reared and brought up.
See that? You know, you rear, you prop something up. That's what he said. I reared. You get it, you erect it and bring it up. That's what you do. That's why he told you made man upright. Yeah, you rear something, you put it up. That's what he did. He said, I reared them up. And what happened?
But they have revolted against me.
You ain't gonna believe it. That's what they did. Because when they came down to Adam, you know what he told you made him? He said, I made it from the Adumah. I reared him up. If I reared it up, where was that? That's why I told you I brought him from the Adumah. He said, I reared them up. And they revolted against me. When they went and they ate of their eyes, don't you know he said, man, they revolted against me. How y'all feel? Let me slow it down. Listen.
A Bakar knows his owner.
You ain't gonna believe that. A Bakar, you know that? A Bakar knows his owner. He said an olive, it knows the olive, it knows its owner. Listen.
And a Kamor is a Dun's manger.
The Kamor, the donkey, it knows his master manger.
But YashaYahu does not know.
That's why they all gotta be taught of me. He realized what your problem, they all gotta be taught of me. He said, but they don't even know me. What else happened?
My arm does not beam.
My arm does not what?
Beam. Understand.
Beam. What?
Understand.
Bana? He just shorten it?
Yeah.
All right. Do not bana. Ben. All right. Understand. Listen.
Allah.
Kataguin. Listen. Kataguin.
Arm laden with iniquity.
A what?
Arm laden with iniquity.
Look at you laden with it. Come on.
A seed of roshadors.
That's tight. Where the seed come from? It can't come from itself. It came from the ox that buried it. See, he went back to what Ra Shyth helped me find you. I've been seeing you. I've been seeing you. When he told you it was a seed to even do it, he looking at where you sprung from. That's why he keep calling you Adam. You keep trying to figure why, because that's what was in him. That's what was in him. You don't believe it. That's what's in you. Okay, trying to help you out now. Come on, son. Let's get back into the Ra Shyth. Ra Shyth. Let that word come to clean us up. Yes, all y'all got to do, if y'all were honest, you'll take it. You honest, you'll take it, you'll consider. I tell y'all all the time, consider your latter end. That's all, consider your latter end. You're going to pay for what you're doing. You're going to pay for what you're doing. Listen. What we left out, 1 and what? 1 and 12? Verse 12. 1 and 12, Ra Shyth. Listen.
And their rocks brought forth.
Because Yahuwah doing a lot right now. And the rocks did what?
Brought forth vegetation.
Brought forth vegetation.
Plants yielding seed after their kind.
Plant that were yielding seed. What happened?
After their kind.
After his kind.
And ox bearing pari.
And ox, trees bearing fruit.
Whichever seed is in them.
That's all it could bear. What seed is in it? So he started looking at, when I started looking at these kids, you ain't gonna believe it. I got to look at these parents. I got to look at this. Don't be looking at me. That's what Yahuwah was doing. See that? You know, that's why it's important for you to look at your conduct and how you run your house. Now y'all don't pay attention now. You thinking not a reflection of you. It's a very good reflection of you. Because he just told you, whatever's in you, he said, that's what you're going to put out. Come on.
After their kind, and Elohim saw that it was two.
He said it was two. Come on.
And there was evening, and there was morning, a third yom.
Mm-hmm.
Then Elohim said, let there be our in the expanse of the Shamayim.
That's what he said, that third morning. He said, let there be what?
Our in the expanse of the Shamayim.
That's what he said that third day. That's what he said too. You ain't gonna believe it. When she was going to the tomb to sin, it was dawning toward. That was the third day. It was dawning toward, because he told him to do. The third day, the sun had to come up. Go figure. That's what he said. That third day, that's why they told him she went to the grave. He told it was dawning toward. It was doing, see, that's amazing. From Ra Shyth, it was still obeying. You're the only person he can't figure out what's going on with you. That third day, you know what happened the third day? It was dawning toward. And the third day, he said, let it be or in the Shamshun. And you ain't gonna believe it. Everything doing what it's supposed to do. On the problem is you. Listen.
To divide between the Yum and the Layla.
See that? So you can divide between it. You can show the difference between the living and the dead. That's all he was doing. You ain't gonna believe that. He was dividing. He was trying to show the difference between the living and the dead. Hello? Yes, sir. Trying to help y'all out. What was he growing in the dog? I rest my case. I rest my case. Everything was dead. It was dormant. You need our order to have light and to have life. Go figure. Listen, they talking about stain grow at night. You ain't gonna believe it. That's why you got the bean. That's why you got the Yared. These people ain't got no brain to hit. They think they smart. You can't be, I know what you thinking. You can't be smarter than my boss. With no light at all, nothing was growing. I know they'll try to outthink my boss. Y'all scary. Why would you try that? Let's see what he did.
And let them be for ots and for seasons and for Yamim and for Shanim.
Come on.
And let them be for Ahura in the expanse of the Shamayim to give Ahura on the Arats. And it was so. Mm-hmm. And Elohim made the two great Ahura.
Oh, two great ones. What happened?
The greater
day and day later?
The greater Ahura to govern the Yum.
One to govern the Yum, the greater light.
And the lesser Ahura to govern the Layla and the Kukubim.
These folk don't realize it. You ain't got no life in the grave. You don't know why. It's impossible. That's the whole person he came, he tried to show you this. Hold what you got right quick. Pick my sign, Ephesians 5:14 right quick. Let's see how that work out. How about that? And we'll try to come back. We'll dissect it. We'll try to circle back around. All right? Ephesians. $5.13 be fine. Listen. Ephesians.
Sir.
5:13. Listen.
But all this is revealed when it is proven by the Ahura.
Y'all hear what he said? All this is revealed. That calls on revealed. When what?
It is proven by the Ahura. For everything is revealed is Ahura.
See, the only reason why you couldn't recognize the alarm until he came and put light in, because there was no light. That means there was no life. That means there's no existence. Go find out how much light of a dead person. That's why they're dead. They no longer exist. You can't acknowledge anything without light. It completely, I can't acknowledge you. It's not acknowledged. Okay, listen. He just told, according to what you just read, it can't be recognized until light. And then what he just said, what does this mean? Let's see how it works. Listen.
Therefore he says,
what did he say?
Wake up, you who sleep.
And do what?
And coom from the moot.
And coom for the moot.
Yes, sir.
And what happened?
And the Mashiach shall shine on you.
You say he gonna give you life?
Mashiach shall shine on you.
That should say life, shouldn't it? What will he be shining on you?
That's right.
Light. Light. Because you do not have life until you have light. Let's see what he told you.
Now see and be careful not to halak like fools, but as kakma anashim.
He said, why? With a skill level. See that? You're careful now because you have the light. The light is life. These people miss it. Don't worry about it. You miss it. That's what y'all pay me for. Y'all know we're reading this together, right? This is what he told you.
Redeeming the time.
See that? Now you coming back to get the value. You had no value in your walk before. You didn't even know. You didn't even have no existence. That man didn't recognize you. You're in sin. You're in transgression. You guys don't have any motivation to try to come to the light. You need to be motivated to come to the light. You don't have life. You don't have it. It's impossible. You don't have it. You just walk around just sucking up air. Hello? Yes, sir. Hold on, right. Let's pick them up. 2 Corinthians right quick, 4:1. 2 Corinthians 4:1. Listen.
Therefore, when we have this Sharath,
See
even
that? See that? We got this service. We got this job. We got him. That put the ministry. That said the service. That's all. It's a service. That's all. It's just a service. Seeing we there saying the King James, seeing therefore we had the ministry. We had this service. The shara. That's what a shara is, to serve. What we do.
even as we receive Rakam,
See, even we receive Rakam, we understand how we got it. We receive favor. What we do.
we do not lose Lam,
See that we don't faint. Talk to me, son.
but we have renounced the secrets of dishonesty.
See that we talk about the renounce, we quit, resign, the hidden things of dishonesty. Come on. These are things that you're doing. This is stuff you do in the darkness. This is what you do in the dark. That's why we renounced it. Quit it. So when he came and he put light here, you ain't gonna believe it. Get what he just said. Quit. Quit. And quit. You ain't gonna believe it. You still going. That show your skill level. Listen.
Not halak in the custom of a heap, nor falsifying the debar of the
See
Elohim,
that? It's how you walking in heaps and falsifying the debar. Listen.
but by the manifestation of a muad.
Woo! Look at how you manifest something. Light. See that? By the manifestation of what?
Of the Amat,
Of the Amat, the truth. See, now we learned that the truth is light, which gives life. Listen.
revealing against the da'ath of every being of Adam in the sight
So
of the
that is
Elohim.
revealing against the knowledge. See, there's another knowledge. It's revealing against or in favor of? Against
Revealing against
the what?
the da'ath of every being of Adam
You
in
know
the
why they're
sight
going
of
to
the
be?
Elohim.
Because, see, they took on a different knowledge when they took of the tree. Hello? Remember? I'm sorry. She said that the serpent told her. That's what the serpent, when the serpent talked to her, she said when she saw it was one that made one wise. So now, when the divorce has come along now, we got the shara, it came along, it's revealing against that knowledge. It's showing us that that knowledge is contrary to the knowledge of Elohim. Because she went it, the knowledge you have is contrary to the knowledge of Elohim. That's why you commit kata. See, when they look, he had to come back, he had to judge the matter, try to show them. This is the wrong call you just made. This was a bad call you made here. So now since we got this shard, we coming to show you, we're coming against that knowledge. See, she couldn't do it. She didn't have the ability to do it. When she saw it, she thought her skill was gonna come from the Pari. See, now when he came, no, see, you ain't gonna believe it. I received this, I didn't take it. I received this. So seeing we received this shard, and I ain't faint neither. And what I did, I renounced, say I know because I quit it. Y'all got it? Now walking in the heaps of falsism. And it come down to having the word that we're doing. So what he gave us is we're going against that knowledge. That knowledge, that caused them people death. That caused you death. The stuff y'all do, you're going to die from that stuff. I ain't talking about the death you already got to take. You're going to die a long time death, forever and ever. Come on.
And if our tube news has been
If it knew him, if it be here, if you can't see it, you ain't going to believe it. Come on, son.
has been veiled, it has been veiled to them that are perishing.
Covered. That's what a veil used to cover something. It's veiled to who?
Them that are perishing.
You ain't gonna believe it. Those they're gonna die. That's dangerous. Why y'all think Yahusha came in the scene? He came and he tried to open up the man's eyes. Because people that left him blind, them people gonna die. Why you think he can't open their eyes? They missed it. Because their eyes, do that, close your eyes, just close them. That thing you call a lens or you call it covered now, that's called a veil. You can open them. That's a veil. See? Woo, you ain't gonna believe it. That's what you got when you hear the word. That's what you got on when I'm telling you to do something, you don't do it. That's a veil. That's a veil. That's it. You see how you open it up. That's all you did. You just opened the veil. That's what Yahushua came to do. And he said, that veil on your Lord. You know when it come in too? You know I know it. Every time I read this book, it show that veil on your Lord. That's what he said. He said, well, Musha read. He said, the veil's still on their Lord. Go figure. I'm trying to help y'all out. Let's see what he told you.
In whom the mighty one of this alarm
Listen, in whom the mighty ones of this alarm.
has blinded the thoughts of those who lack amunah.
See that? You ain't gonna believe it. That's what we found out what happened when it came out. And King James said, "We believe not." If you had amunah, you would believe. That's why she ate from the eyes. She didn't believe it. Then she said the serpent deceived her. You ain't gonna believe it. He blinded her. He blinded her. He blinded her. Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out. It's a process. That's a scientific terminology. Through the process, that's all he did. He blinded her. He used science on her. That's what you use. That's what I'm telling you. That's why he told me to oppose it. I'm against it. He said it's false, it's so-called. Whenever you take signs that go against something he told you, it's false. That's why he gave it to it, because we got this sharing. So every time I get a check, I got to tear it down. Because that knowledge that the son of Adam, the Benim of Adam, will take that on and they'll use it, and they'll be wise in their own conceit. So you know how I catch that stuff down. So if this tube news right here, if it be hid to you, you ain't gonna believe it. It's veiled, which means you don't have no light. He told you the light of the body. What was that again? That be the eye, which means you can't get no light in, which means you can't get no light. You can't form shapes and images. You don't get appearances. It's knowledge you obtain through the eye. There's no way you could be saved. Okay, that was the purpose of coming and putting our oil in him. Listen. Hold on, your mic ain't on, so that the mic could be on. Come on, it's on now.
So that the aura of the glorious tube news.
You ain't gonna believe that, the aura. See that, even the word is light. That what he just told you? So that the aura of the tube news. What happened?
Of the Mashiach.
Of the Mashiach.
Who is the likeness of the Elohim.
Is the likeness of, have I heard that before? Should
Yes,
do
sir.
what?
Should not shine on them.
See that? These folk don't want this thing to shine on them. Because if it shine on you, then you'll get light, you can grow. These people stunt you. Listen, this is why a lot of y'all don't grow. Because you know what? You fight against it. That's why you ain't growing. You getting stout, you might get taller, but ruachning, you're a tiny little person. Because what you need in order for you to grow and have life with him, you fight against it. Listen to what he told you.
For we do not preach ourselves.
Y'all know that, see, that he just condemned. Y'all know how I be preaching me. Every Shabbat, y'all know how I preach me. Good, because he said we don't preach ourselves either. But who we preaching?
But Mashiach Yahusha.
That's what I try to teach. Listen what he told you.
He is the Adon.
See, that's what I try to tell y'all. He the master. Listen.
And ourselves as your Abadim for the sake of Yahushua.
That's what I'm trying to tell. We working for him. I work for him. Listen. Hold on, your mic in and out. What's going on here, Mike? He in and out. Hold on for a second. Got to switch him out. Hold on, they got to get you another mic right quick. I want these people to miss it. Somebody you did, they ain't gonna, well, I can't be saved. I mean, you ain't gonna be saved anyway. Don't tell that lie. That being honest, people try to use for excuses. You ain't gonna be saved. You gonna be saved, you gonna follow. I'm just telling y'all, you need fear. A lot of y'all ain't got it. A lot of stuff y'all do, you ain't got no fear. I just let you keep running for a while. Let me tell you how I work. I let you keep running till you tell me to get rid of you. Because once I catch it, you ain't got it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get rid of you anyway. Y'all want the truth? Watch my smoke. I'm going to get rid of you. I told y'all, all right. Don't worry about it. I just be talking. So I bust out laughing. A lot of y'all going to be gone because you ain't got no fear. I ain't going to be able to help you. You don't have no fear. You don't care what you do. That's scary. You got to have it. You trying to be the seed of Abraham. Abraham had fear. You don't have no fear. You can't be saved. Fear keeps you from certain things, from doing certain things. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now he do tell you fear had torment. He talking about when you fear these people out here in the lawn. See, that's the wrong thing. They get them twisted up. Say, I'm confused. He say, supposed to have fear. I ain't supposed to have fear. You mess up. Hold what you got right quick. Don't take that long. 1236. Who know what I want? Don't worry about Yahuchanan. 1236. What number you gonna call? We'll come back. We'll dissect that whole thing. You will see fit. 1236. Let's find you right quick. Yahuchanan. Those of y'all at home, same thing. I tell all these folks say make excuse. Man, this is the most convenient thing you'll get to sit home and cut that screen up. Other folks got to get up and drive and go. You get to kick it on, ain't got no drawers, ain't took no bath, ain't gonna brush your teeth. Let's sit back at this time I'm tired. I was tired dry. I was tired before I came, but I know I got to do this work.
That's right.
And you got to put that tide up somewhere. I'm trying to tell you, some got to make you distinct from everybody else. Most out here, a lot of people, they ain't going to make it. You're on the same timeline everybody else on. At least I made it. He can't use nobody like that. He don't know about at least I made it. Man, listen, you got to get past that. That stuff you start when you elementary. At least I made it. Some folk didn't come. And you might well not have came either. Mm-hmm. I had never used what nobody else do for my end. I had a commitment. I had to be him.
That's right.
I came by invitation.
That's right.
Man invited me to come. Man told me it was a muad. Every Shabbat is a muad. I had an invitation.
Yeah.
Go figure. Listen.
While you still have the Aura, a man in the Aura, so that you may become banim of the Aura.
Now, see, while you had a light, that's what he wants you to do. While you had a light, he wants you to believe in it while you still have it. Come on. That's amazing. Why he wants you to believe in the light? Because it give you life. See, these folks ain't got no brain. Why you got it? Told you to believe in it. Come on.
Yahushua spoke these dabarim and went and was hidden from their presence.
Uh-huh.
There were many odds that he did in their own.
He did a lot of stuff in these folks' sight. What happened?
But despite this, they did not
despite
amon
that,
in
though,
him.
They didn't do what?
They did not amon in
You ain't
him.
gonna believe it. Despite all that stuff he did, you ain't gonna believe it. They ain't believe in him. This is what happened.
This was to fulfill the debar of YashaYahu, the Nabi, that Yahuwah said,
What did he say?
who has amon our report.
That's all he said. He said it had to be fulfilled. Now watch out. Listen, it got to be fulfilled. You don't worry. Listen, I wouldn't fight none of y'all that don't believe because the book got to be fulfilled. I'm gonna help y'all out. Listen, the book got to be fulfilled because let me help y'all out. These are choice. I know what you're looking at. Well, I'm doomed already. No, if I'm telling, let me borrow for anyone. Let me borrow one for something. Let me get one of them different one time. Good. I'm come on. Who else? Let me borrow something. Now I'm gonna take my hand. It's gonna be slow. I'm gonna stop. Tell me what you're gonna do.
Blocks you in.
Yeah, because it don't make sense. Yeah. You know what they do? Well, I can't do nothing about it. Just let him slap the piss out of me. But honestly, what he did is where you supposed to be. If I just told you that, what you need to be doing? I need to guard against it to make sure that don't become me. Again, this is your intelligence. Thank you, sir. He just stood there like, let me start. I said, well, I got to put some extra on it. Got to put some extra on it. Good deal. Listen.
And to whom was the arm of Yahuwah revealed?
That's what he asked it. Said they hadn't even seen it. You ain't going to believe it. See, the light. You ain't even see it. That's why you don't believe it. You ain't seen it. All right. You know, I told you who he sent. He told you before why you didn't believe him. He said, because you ain't never seen his shape. Neither have you heard his voice at any time. He said, because if you had believed who he sent. That's right. He started letting them know what their problem was. You had never heard his voice. You had never seen his shape at any time. It's dangerous. Listen.
For this reason, they were not able to amon. Because again, YashaYahu said.
Listen, for this reason, that's why they weren't able to believe. Because YashaYahu doesn't say, who had believed? And to whom is the arm of Yahuwah been revealed? He said, for this reason, they couldn't even believe it. Listen what else happened.
He has blinded their own.
Look at that. He done blinded their own. What happened?
And he hardened their lob.
See that? That way he hardened their law. What happened?
Or else they may see with their own.
Let they see with their own.
And their lob may understand.
How serious is the eye now? Why he ain't harden their heart, then go blind the eye? Because there's something you see, you just can't ignore what you saw. It's something I see, I can't ignore what I saw. And it'll cause a certain kind of feeling, but if you ain't seen it, that's just beyond it. Can you really believe and trust that? You ain't gonna believe it. Do like this for me, y'all, right quick. Just pull the veil down. That good. You can open them up. That be your heart. See that? That be your heart. He done already see. He done put another conscience over your eye that you don't really get it, and that's why it can't pierce through your heart where you won't stop committing katam. I'm just telling you, you got every excuse. You got no obedience. I know what y'all problem is. That's what my boss do. Why y'all think my boss got me doing this? Y'all know, y'all do know we just running through this together. This ain't nothing premeditated. Y'all know that, right? We just running down through him because he's trying to show you what your problem is. He had blind, because you don't believe. He done already blinded your eyes. And that's why your heart, that's what you tell them. I wonder why my heart like that. And they so dumb, because your eye, you can't see. That's what he told you. See, if it be hit, it hit you because you lost. Because you lost. And you don't know why you lost. Because you don't let the Elohim or this alarm, you don't let that man blinded your mind. That man done blinded your mind. So otherwise you might believe. Listen.
And they may return and they shall be healed.
See that? They mess around. If you can see with your eye and you actually believe this in your law, man, you can come back, you be healed. What kind of condition are they going to come back, they're going to be healed? You got that? These folks don't know why they've been sick, do they? So they can return back so they can be healed. I told them before, I pray for them, they'll live. They don't believe it though. And that's why they still sick. I done told you, I pray for you, you'll live.
That's right.
You don't believe it. That's why you still sick. Hello?
That's right.
Are we sick also? Because you said you healed. That's why you still sick. You'll tell you'll believe any lie you want to. You just won't want to believe the truth. He just told you, he put those people in condition for them to believe. That's why they were sick. Nobody he healed up got up and told him, I don't know what to believe. There's so many doctrines out here, the folk wanted to believe. Who is it so I can among him? Folk came to him and recognized who he was. You know, they were sick. And because they believed, that's why he healed them. You don't know why you sick. I'm trying to heal you. Why would he tell them, I'm Yahuwah, I heal all your diseases? Because everybody was well? If I heal them, I can save them. Y'all have no idea what y'all doing. Y'all have no idea. Y'all don't play a dangerous game. And you know why he tell you this? Because you know what? They're the last quarter, and you're going to get yourself cut on the outside. I don't watch it. Listen, y'all want the truth. Y'all ain't going to make it. I'm going to tell you that because I know you ain't going to do nothing different. But it got to be a witness against you. This book going to be a witness against you. You scare me. Y'all scare me. It's like, that's crazy. I see that coming. There's nowhere in the world I'm going to let it catch me. There's nowhere in the world. Man, say he's going to break in my house at 11 o'clock. Man, look here, man, I'm going to get there early. That door going to be sitting there. As soon as you step to the porch, it's going to open up like that. And a strong thrust of wind going to blow you in my house. I said, come here, nigga. That's it for now. Them the only hands you get. Everything else, we're going to try to check your metals. Yeah, we're going to try to see you have heavy metal. Because a lot of people have metals in their body. I'm starting to learn that, you know what I'm saying, from doing natural health. And I'm going to know that you got a lot of metals in your body. See that? That bad that you are sick. And he'll look at me, he said, that's dangerous that you would do that, but you would make preparation. I told you I'm coming. Especially when you know he's an Isha, his word. All right, come on.
YashaYahu spoke like this when he saw his kabod.
See that? That's what he said when he saw his kabod. He looked at, man, who had believed it? And who else done seen it? Who else had the arm been revealed to? Listen.
And Naba about him.
Listen.
However, even many of the Sharim are mourning him.
You said, however, you meant talking about the rulers? Some of the rulers believed on it? Many
yes,
of
sir.
them? What is it, 2 or 3 of them?
Many.
I know Nick Damone and what's the other one that bed for the body? Yosef. So I know 2 of them. So you said 2 of the Sharim believed on it?
Many of the Sharim believed in him.
What happened?
But on account of the Parashim,
because of the one that separated,
they did not admit it.
They wouldn't admit it. Why?
So that they would not be banished.
See that? That's probably a fear. That's the fear you can't be made perfect with. Not fearing Yahuwah. Listen what happened.
For they ahab the kabod of Anashim.
Like you do. You ahab your family and everybody else.
To them more than the kabod of the Elohim.
See that? That's your problem. A lot of y'all just like that. We are family. That's right. Y'all being Sheol. See that? A lot of y'all, that's your problem. You try to get the praise of these people more than you do Elohim. Mm-hmm. That's what he told you. There's a lot of people watching me now in position. There's a lot of folks that watch me in. Listen, good, high, astute job. I'm telling you, y'all have no idea. Oh, no idea. You have no idea. But you ain't going to believe it. They look at that position, they'll lose that position. But you know what? It's got to be so.
Right.
That's why he get these people that position, because he can't be no liar.
Right.
A lot of these folks like, he'll let some folk elevate their job. That's why they elevate. You know what happened? I don't go like I used to, but I still believe. Then they start doing, they be talking their mouth and they don't keep none of the ritual. But then they might say that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got really. A lot of that stuff is ceremonial. They get it talking right there. That's all ceremonial law. Smith, I'm looking at spirit. I am too. You ain't gonna believe it. Me and you look at the same thing. We saying the same thing. Ain't that right? We saying the same thing because they feel they gonna lose. See, this ain't nothing new. Those folks in position they wouldn't believe. Sometimes he give you things and put you in place to see you're still whole. See, a lot of stuff, you gotta be careful. A lot of stuff be a trap. It be a gin and a snare. They'll put you in certain groups of people. It's certain things you can't say in that group. They'll be saying, ain't Jesus say, ain't he wonderful? You look at what he say. I'm like doing like this, but I'm really talking about Yahuwah. And that's what they thinking. You doing like this when I say Jesus, but you saying that's what I'm thinking, that's what you doing. Sucker. Not them, you. That's right. That time to tell you, they're better not to say that Yahushua don't say nothing.
That's right.
Y'all hear that? I'll just help you out there. All right. Come on. We come on back to what we have. We finish up that right quick, that 2 Corinthians 4. Well, you like 4, 5, 2 Corinthians 4 and 5, 4 and 6. Let's see what he did right quick. Listen.
For the Elohim who said, our shall shine out of Kashab.
Y'all hear that? The same Elohim that said, shall shine out of Kashab. Did what?
Is the one who has shown in our lives.
See, that's shown, that's the past tense. That's the one that's shining in our Lord. You ain't gonna believe it. He done came out in our Lord. See, that manifests itself in our hearts now. See that? And that's what you had. Listen what he tell you now. You ain't gonna believe it. Cause somebody, go ahead here. Cause some of these folk, they still got it in the table. Come on.
To give the Aura of the Da'af, of the Kabud, of the Elohim.
See that? Now look at it. See, remember, what not what we casting down? Who? Signs? No, we were casting down the Da'af of Adam. Because Adam them came up with their own logic. So the purpose of what he came to give us the shower, so we could cast that knowledge down. That's the knowledge that said, you want, whatever he said, that ain't gonna happen. See, that's another knowledge. That's the knowledge that Adam them took on. So the knowledge of Elohim that came to give us the shower is so we can cast that knowledge of Adam down. Like y'all do, you get told to do something, then you know, oh, I messed up again, I'm gonna get it. That's because you still got Adam knowledge. Okay, I'm trying to help you out. I already know what y'all do. When you transgress, you go ahead, you start trying to make excuses. So when you get the intelligence of Elohim, you have no business with Adam knowledge no more. Because that light there is darkness. Hello? I'm just trying to help y'all out now. Y'all see the difference when he was inside the gun outside? What he got there? Thorns and thistles. Thorns and thistles. That's what you got out there. Thorns and thistles. You know how hard he had to work to try to get something to come up? Did none of that when he was in the gun. It's because of the knowledge. See, your knowledge puts you in the hard places you in. I'm trying to help you out. Look where his knowledge at. Look, the first knowledge kept him in the gun. Where the second knowledge put him at? Why you think I got to cast it down? I'm trying to get back in the gun. So I got to take on that first knowledge. I got to take on knowledge before failure. That's the knowledge. What knowledge did he have when Elohim came to him? Well, I hear what you saying, that world talking to me. That world got their world up in my heart. No, he had the knowledge of Elohim. That's what allowed him to exist in the gun. See that? Then he took on a persuasion. Y'all got it? And this is where he found himself. Why y'all think y'all way hard, Adam? Why y'all think he make your way hard? Who you think he see? You came out from somebody like that. These are your behaviors. So what do you think the repercussions of your behaviors got to be? They got to be hard. Okay. All right. It's according to your knowledge. Listen what he told you. Let's see if it's still in the table. Listen. Or see, go back and see if it's shallow. Listen.
The Elohim, which is in the presence of the Mashiach.
Mm-hmm. He's in the presence of the Mashiach. What happened?
And we have this treasure.
Well, we have, you said, let's go back to Shiloh.
And we have this treasure in earthen vessels.
I got that thing right here. See that? You remember, they had to go back and get it in the shop. When they found out, listen, you think I got time to go get something happened? Them folks had to run back to Shiloh. And they had to fetch it. No, sir, I got this thing right here, earthen vessel. Hello? Yes, sir. He put it there so it wouldn't be moved. You know what happens when something moving? That means you can sway. Because you're moving. Why you thought he told me no more he wanted to be settled in one place? So what did y'all think that was about? What did y'all think that was about? He started setting the stability of man. You moving too much. He told you when you come in, what he told you to do. See, it's about too much, trying to get you stability, trying to get you to stabilize. Okay, don't worry about that stuff. We all over the place. They're making up stuff for no reason whatsoever. I'm trying to help y'all get stable. Me too. I got to be right before I leave him.
That's right.
A lot of stuff we really hadn't contemplated. You really hadn't put together right. In your mind, you don't let, the man told you I'm declaring in the beginning, you missed a whole lot of stuff. We sit here and read it together and go back through and you look at it, you ain't going to believe it. It didn't just get there because I said it. He told you I declared it in the beginning. So what should I have been looking at? In the beginning. I just told you it was the end. So when you heard borrowed shit, you should have knew this was the end. Not you stupid. You still stand in the beginning. And that's why you still somewhere left. You ain't never gonna make it where you gotta go because you don't pay attention. So I'm reading it, I'm taking it what he said. He said, this the end. So I got to look at it from the end. You still stuck at the beginning. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. They still looking for white Jesus. Man told you, man, face black. He said, the face was dark. He said, when I moved across it, it was dark. Y'all so impressed with them Europeans. All them looking like Israeli, a Pakistani, a Indian, a Afghanistan, a Saudi, all the same people. All look like the same people. Ain't nothing but a couple of temperatures different. These folks be so impressed. All them look alike. Look, some Israeli came with white shirt, tried to turn themselves into Israeli, and they shot them and said, we thought they were Palestinian. If your own people shoot you and think you Palestinian, what they look like? Listen, with white towels, sheet, Israeli, we Israeli. Listen, shot them down, Palestinian. Look, they said, oh shoot, he Israeli. They said it's a mistake. They all look alike. I know where they went at. They went in Ra Shyth. He said, I moved. He said, them faces were black. I know they don't like it, but they can get mad if they want to. He said, I declared it in the beginning. That's right. I ain't just told you no surf for black for no reason now. Y'all believe what y'all want. Yahu told me he came through. He said, man, them gates said they were burnt from all the way to the ground. That's what Yahu said. He said the gates were burnt to the ground. What color it burnt? That's all I'm asking. That's what Yahu told me he got there. He said the gate languishing. He said they black to the ground. Hello? Then I come and sing Yahusha. Then I got Yahusha in Kazum 1 and 12. Then I got him in Daniel the 10th chapter. He said, man, was black. The torso, everything, so all it was black all the way down to the foot. Man, the gates were black all the way to the ground. Hello? Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out. I know he teaching color. That's what's in him. That's what color is that page you read? What color is them letters? I don't know what the folk talking about. Hello? I'm trying to tell you. When that white page went across that letter, you ain't gonna believe it. They were black. Kind of like Ra Shyth. Look when they went across there. What color them letters is? They black. In there they were black. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving. I know this ain't doing call a problem, but I put it out there anyway. Y'all cut down a little that heat. About 75 degrees off of it. What you feel? That second Corinthians? Come back over, let's finish up Ra Shyth right quick. Don't take that long. Ra Shyth chapter 1. Oh, this started from Act. Y'all went to read. Why y'all want to look up Act? That's to do something. Goodness, I ain't right. John Q. John, do something. She told him to act. Y'all remember that? That's the book of Acts. Ain't that right? That's what she told him. Do something. John got his bag and put that pistol in that chain. Yeah, I heard the word. That's what he said. You ain't gonna believe what John said. You ain't gonna believe what he said about it. He said, that's my cue. That's what happened, ain't that right? Yeah. Come on, Rod, get a check. Come on, Rod. Come on, my brother called. John, look. No, Rod, get a check. It took him a while to get. He said, it's more letters come before Q. Come on. I appreciate it. I'm thinking the same thing. We thinking the same thing. Come on, what we got? We still at Ra Shyth chapter 1. Where you left off? 14? Who? 17. 117. We got to finish this up right quick. How many of y'all remember what they were based off? Hand. Who don't? You remember one? Who don't remember what they're based off of? 1, 2. How many of y'all don't remember why we came here? What they're based off of? How many don't remember? Hands higher. How many of y'all remember? Okay. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question in a minute. All right. Let's see. Come on, let's roll. 117. Y'all tell me if y'all got it. Listen.
And Elohim placed them.
Y'all know we done been all over this book now. We'll come back, right? This just show you skill set. Listen.
And Elohim placed them in the expanse of the Shamayim to give our Ura on the Arats.
That's what he did. He put them in the span to get our Ura on the Arats. Listen.
And to govern over the Yum and over the Layla.
Y'all see that right? Ain't no way in the world no sinner supposed to be over me. Y'all hear me? In that dark time, I'm supposed to govern over them. I don't know what these folks doing to him. Everybody run you. Now go on your job and tell them folk they're sitting there, I'm going to make sure you get fired. Got no business. He's trying to tell you, there's no way in the world that sin's supposed to be governed over you. The book told you that because you're not under the law. You're under the con. Everybody, it's not supposed to have dominion. It's not supposed to have a rule over you. When he put the order, I don't care. You know what they say? I don't care how dark it get. I'm still gonna shine. See, you don't even know your position. You don't even know what you're doing. That's why they take it from you. You don't even know what you're doing. You get folks, go get that necklace, go get that ring. Man, throw something on, pay attention. Go out there, ask a question. Let me get it off your hand. They know don't fight. You'll never see them fight. They know how, because you don't know what you're doing. Just give it up. Don't even worry about what I said. Go ahead.
And to separate between the Aura and the Kashak.
So to separate between them. Listen.
And Elohim saw that it was two.
He said that. And they missed it too. You saw when he said he put them in the Shamaim so they could do what over the rocks now? You remember he told them 17, you had to go all the way back. He said he put them up there so they could govern and they could rule overnight. You know what Yahushua told them one time? He said, I'm from above, you from beneath. I don't know what that meant. They didn't catch it. He said, I'm from above, you from beneath. What was he trying to tell them? I rule over you. They missed it. They were trying to figure out what they said. See, he said he from heaven. That's what he was saying. I'm thinking the same thing you thinking. No, they were supposed to pick it up. He just told you why he put them up. He told you why. He said, I told you. He said, I came from Shamaim.
Right.
That means I rule over you.
Right.
You ain't gonna believe it. Whenever people saw a Malachim when he came to him, you know what they would do, Boston? They would fall out on the ground before him and offer something. You ain't gonna believe it. Why did they do that? Because they knew the writing. They knew you came from there. You're over me. You know that, and you remember when the Malachim used to tell them to get up? No, they didn't. You find that in when he was in Shamim. When Yahuchanan was up there, he told him, see, do it not. He ain't gonna, where was he at? He was in Shamim. And where was the Malachim at? I rest my case. I rest my case. When they came down here, you see folk will fall down before him. Even Abraham had what they call him a dun too. You remember they said, don't call me a dun. They wouldn't tell him that. Come from above, you from beneath. Mm-hmm. Hello? He told them where I come from. He said, you can't go. He said, we'll never take no junk like that up there. Hello? Does this offend you? I said, does this also offend you, brother, should I say? Listen, it's too much stuff you don't know. If I was you, I'd be trying to pay attention. You don't know enough. Your skill set too low. Listen.
And there was evening and there was morning, a fourth Yom.
What happened?
Then Elohim said,
what did he say?
Let the Ma'im team with the swarmers having a nefash of life, and let birds fly above their rots in the open expanse of the Shamayim. And Elohim created the great Yam monsters and all that creeps having a Kai nefash.
I heard a brother say, I ain't no monster. I know when you got him. I know they got him R. Kelly. Y'all think I'm a monster? Robert. We know you got him. Man said he created that monster. They put him that I know it's funny. Where y'all think these people come from? He created these monsters. Come on.
And all that creeps having a living
and he
nefash.
creeps too. See, guys, you a creep. He said, yeah, I know when you got him. Come on.
With which the Ma'im swarmed after their kind.
Come on.
And every winged bird after its kind. And Elohim saw that it was two.
What happened?
And Elohim baraked them, saying,
What?
Be pari and multiply.
So be pari and multiply. Come on.
And fill the Ma'im in the Yam.
And feel it. Come on.
And let the birds multiply on their rots. And there was evening and there was morning, a fifth Yom.
Come on.
Then Elohim said, let their rots bring forth the nefash of Kai according to their kind.
That's right. You get the soul, you deal with the living. You deal with that inward living. Come on.
Cattle and creeping things and beasts of the rots after their kind.
Yeah.
And it was so.
And it was so.
And Elohim made the beast of the rots after their kind.
Yes.
And the cattle after their kind.
Yes.
And every creeping thing on the Adumah after its kind.
Yes.
And Elohim saw that it was two.
We said we're good. Come on.
Then Elohim said, let us make Adam in our image.
Yeah.
According to our likeness.
Yeah.
And let them soar over the fish of the Yam. And over the birds of the Shamayim.
Yeah.
And over the cattle. And over all the rots.
That's what he did.
And over every creeping thing that creeps on the rots.
Yeah.
And Elohim created Adam in his own image.
Yes.
In the image of Elohim, he created him.
Him.
male and female,
How you do it?
he created them.
What happened?
And Elohim baraked them. And Elohim said to them,
What did he say?
be pari and multiply.
Yeah.
And over the birds of the sky,
Yeah.
and over every kai thing that moves on the arats.
Well, you missed something. You skipped something. Hey man, what you trying to read that little phone? Man, you better read that screen or that little bit on phone.
Okay, let me start over with verse 28.
Who talking
Elohim baraked them, and Elohim said to them,
Who teach you? Who been teaching you? Come on. He don't want to go with it. He said, hold on, let me stop. I'm going to start the class. We're going to go back to 20. Come on. Go ahead.
be pari and multiply,
Be fruitfully multiply.
and fill the arats, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the yam,
And rule over the fish of the young.
and over the birds of the sky,
And over the birds
and
of the
over
sky.
every kai thing that moves on the arats.
Yeah.
Then Elohim said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the pani of all the arats, and every ox which has pari yielding seed. It shall be for food for you. And to every beast of the arats, and to every bird of the shamayim, and to every creeping thing on the arats, which has living nafash, every green herb is for food.
Yeah.
And it was so.
It was so.
And Elohim saw that he had made, and behold, it was very too.
Yeah.
And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6 yom.
6 young. Uh-huh. Carrie, you want to do me a favor? This what happened, y'all go by them talking Bible. That book, no one's gonna get Carrie. That was Carrie been arguing that tablet. That tablet said, wait till we get to service. Come on, Chris.
It's the last verse of this chapter.
But I need that check too. Yeah, that's it. And when I do that, go and put that. I want 2 in 1. Carrie, that's my job. You know what I'm saying?
Almost made it.
Yeah, you almost made it. No, you ain't gonna make it. So while you're there, you can read verse 2.
Yes,
Chapter
sir.
2, verse 2. Verse 1, I meant.
Yes, sir.
All right, listen.
All right.
You can read it.
Thus,
It's up here on the screen.
I read it from right here.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thus the shamayim and the arats were completed,
Yeah.
and all their hosts, or saboth. By the 7th yom, Elohim completed his work which he had done, and he rested on the 7th yom from all his work which he had done.
That's good. Let's jump back all right. 5:17. Yahuchanan. 5:17, Yahuchanan, they called John.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Yahushua answered them, Abba carries out his actions even until now, and I also take action.
Just do something. He do something until. And what did he say?
And I also take action.
After that, I took over. See, you heard him doing all that. What he was doing, he was mosh potting. That's why he kept saying it was good. See, you missed it because y'all don't pay attention. I wouldn't expect y'all to pay attention. You've been all over this book. You think I expect y'all to pay attention to that? See, you weren't paying attention. That what it just told you. Until the 7th day, that was it. He did all that until. That's right. Hello? To a specified time. That's right. At the 7th, he's something done. The Ben done took over. Yeah. That's right. Come on, son, at verse 20.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
missed out. We done been over the book. Y'all thought I had forgot what we went on here for?
No,
Go
sir.
further. 4 and 20, listen.
5 and 20.
5 and 20, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
5 and 20. Listen.
For the Abba, Ahab the Ben.
See what he did? Abba did what?
Ahab the Ben.
He has an affection for the Ben. Tell him what he did. Not an infection, affection. Love for the Ben, for the son. What'd he do?
And teaches him all that he himself does.
You ain't gonna believe what he did to Adam. That was trying to, you ain't gonna believe it. Why you think he teach y'all? You ain't believe what these people think in their mind. You don't believe what they believe. They don't even know what they believe. They had them, I know you hate me. Just study, sitting here learning. I know he don't love me. See that? You don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what you brave, you don't even know what you did. He just told you what he did. That the Abba, Ahab the Ben. What does he do?
And teaches him all that he himself does.
That's called acts.
Yes, sir.
Something he do. Do something. He'll harm you enough that he's showing you, I do something.
Yes, sir.
And you know what, you so stupid. You don't have no idea what's going on. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, how you see yourself being saved? You don't even know what you're doing. Y'all know how dangerous it is for y'all to sit up and y'all just listening and you got a belief about it. You have no idea what you're doing. He just said and told you that I harp the bend, that I teach, I show him what I'm doing. Because I'm doing something, he needs to know what I'm doing. Wow. I have a meeting with my family sometimes, do I? I want to be having a meeting about it. I want to be talking about what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm busy. Oh, I'm trying to get better. You know who that is, Brian? Go ahead, listen.
Yes, sir. And the Abba shall teach him even greater works than these,
They ain't gonna believe it. Listen why.
so that you shall be amazed.
You ain't gonna believe it. He teach y'all more than what you already know. See, you'll keep growing in this if y'all just paid attention, y'all just stay along with it. See, I know people, man, I wonder when we're gonna learn something, when we're gonna go a different way. When you start transforming. To be honest with y'all, listen, two babies, y'all procrastinate too much. It's too many things you should have grown past that you studied on. So it's only so far we can go. It's just like YashaYahu said, and well, he ain't said, Abba read 5 by 12, at the time when you ought to be teachers, yeah, I need to be a teacher again. And that'd be the first principle. The principle is elementary codes. You used to be ashamed if I come and I teach you how to suck a pacifier. You said, but you ain't gonna believe it. That's where you at. Go watch on the camera, a lot of them too, same thing. They don't even realize, very elementary. Cause they still fighting on, I gotta start trying to make sure I watch. Man, you know where you at? I gotta make sure I watch. I don't even have no conversation like that. I gotta try to make sure I be watching. Well, that's what I be doing. My nefesh attached to this. Listen.
For just as the Abba awakens and revives the moot.
Woo, y'all said just as the Abba awakened and revived the moot.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
So the Ben also shall revive whomever he desires.
How many of y'all don't understand that hands? Where you compare to that? Don't worry, don't be ashamed of yourself. Deal with that hand. So if you look like this and do it, did it change it? I don't know. Well, in the book of Yahuchanan, he told him to speak to those dry bones.
Right.
See, because what else you going to compare it to show he do it? See, he had to show you where he raised up. Remember, he told you, in Ra Shyth, he told you, I reared them up. When those bones, they were in the valley. And he told them, he wanted to know where they live. He said, you know. He let them know, U Yaquara. He said, speak to them. When he spoke to them, they came together. He said, the whole Beth of Yasharal is just like this. I can comb all of them up. I can rear them up. He specialized in that. Getting something up from the ground, that's elementary. That's where he started at with you. That's where Adam came from. This ain't, y'all think this a new science? That's not a new science. I've been doing that. And he showed us some bones. Listen, when you get the bones, don't you know the flesh that decayed, everything gone. Nobody do nothing with bones. I took bones. But how is you gonna believe he took one from Adam and made a woman? He took a rib. He took a bone. He took bones and he combed them up. Listen, and he told you, then they start taking on muscle. See, no, it took on the muscles. And then it started taking on the skin. Then he got through, then he told him, he said, now naba to it. And guess what happened? The ruach came.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? And that's how they took on life. See that? He could do the same thing to you. Listen, he said the ruach being you was also in Yahuchanan. Man, he said also quicken your mortal body. It'll quicken your mortal body. That means make alive. Quick is moving. You said, man, he quick, he moving. You don't say that nobody dead. Huh? He's just sitting still. We got to transition. We've been in this way too long. We've been too elementary. And it's time for us to grow and in the knowledge, okay? You got to grow in your knowledge. Y'all got to start changing your behavior. Like y'all still got stunning growth. The stuff that you still fighting with, you should be past that. It's just certain stuff, but it all starts with God of fear. You have to have fear in order for you to be made perfect. Because fear becomes that barrier line the way you don't cross certain things. And when you don't have it, you cross. So all of y'all that still you doing stuff, know this, you can't be saved. There's no way you're going to be saved because of the state you're in. There's no fear to keep you from it. So don't try to wrestle on something. I'm going to start praying. Did I say pray? That's not the answer. you need to get the fear. Some of that's gonna come through with him taking you down. Now some of y'all gonna probably live up in a hospital with some tubes in your body, but you gonna feel. If you're gonna be safe, listen, it's all about you. Some people here, they more difficult than others. Some people stuff don't really move them like that. It's temporary. He said, I put them in a condition, they'll get filled. So I've been in enough condition, I've been in enough situations to condition me, I got feel. I got feel. I got feel. And I got through thinking I was smart. I'm just being honest, everybody different. Some people gotta be laid up somewhere and you're gonna have to get a pronunciation of death on you. And then you get fear. You realize who controlled that. When they try to tell you, we don't even know what happened. It's unexplainable. You'll realize it's explainable. He can't tell it to you because Elohim did it to you. Y'all got it? I'm just telling you, fear makes a difference. Come on.
For the Abba does not Shaphat anyone. Rather, he has given Mashpah entirely into the hand of the Ben.
On the Shabbat when he sat down, you got it. That's what he let him know. That's what he told you, the Abba, see, you got to pay attention. Once he told you that the Abba worked until, that's a specified time. So one he was working, 2 he was working, 3 he was working, 4 he was working, 5, 6 he was working, 7 he sat down because that was until. That was until. Y'all missed it. Y'all didn't catch it. Because now he handed it over. After that, it makes sense. Once he showed Adam, there's no need for me to do that.
Right.
See, they missed it, and that's what you should have paid attention when Yahusha trying to get you rid. He said he did it until.
Yeah.
After that, he passed it to me. Like, man, pass the baton.
That's right.
How did he pass the baton?
That's right.
Yeah, you ran really over there. You get the baton, you still running. It's over with. You ran until.
That's
Once
right.
I got it, you start breaking down. You slowing down. You're like, it's on him now.
Right.
That's what he did. Pass the baton. Hello?
Yes, sir.
But if you don't understand the Torah, direction, instruction, law, then you're not gonna understand what this man's saying. That the Abba worked until.
That's right.
And I work. He worked until, then he give it to me, then I work. So that's why he started transition, started explaining. From that point, you're trying to figure out, are both of them working? He said, no, he gave it to me now. Just like he did in the gun. He gave it to him. And when he gave it to me, now I'm working. Now I got to explain to you what he does. That he don't judge no man. He committed that to me. Listen. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Listen.
So that all may give kabod to the Ben just as they gave kabod to the Abba.
See that? That's what they did. They gave it, listen, they gave the glory to Yahuwah for what he did. He said, so in order for the Son to get the glory, you got to see the Son working the same aspect. You got to see him have the same ability. He said, that's what's going to happen. Then you got to see me to operate. Because he told him, let him have. So you got to see just how in close proximity the Abba and the Ben is. Sometimes people don't feel like, well, I don't respect, hey, you ain't like you the dad, ain't nobody. You know, he said, I'm going to show you why you should. Because he worked until, now he gave it to me. So that all men honor me just like they honor him. It's amazing. and you ain't gonna believe it. So they tried to go around him at the wedding. Tell me, come on. You at mama, go tell him. When she went, he said, what you got to do with, what you got to do with me? Mm-hmm. So went, whatever he said, do it. See that, because they smart, they understood. They went around, that's why they went to their mother. He tried to show you ain't gonna get around him. Nobody gonna get around this man. Y'all see that? They tried to flank him and go around him. Still, they come right back and say, whatever he say do it. That's what they told you. Try to show you ain't getting around him. And you ain't gonna believe it. You've been getting around him. You've been trying to get around. You like Tupac. Where he at? That's it. But you get around. You get around. You've been trying to get around. Y'all see that? That's the truth. You like Tupac, and you're gonna be dead too. Because you get around. You keep trying to get around it. You ain't gonna get around. I tell you I do something. Folks will ask me how to do something similar to what I told them not to do. I said, it's amazing. That's amazing. If I give y'all the rest, I'm just, now Humpback, he came in, he be just the onion. I had told y'all about football and boxing, and then he said, what about MMA fighting? I said, now that's a new one. He said, now, 'cause I just want to know now, if MMA is, why y'all laughing? Because I didn't say MMA, I said football and boxing, all that sport. So y'all just get, and the reason why I said to give it a break, it's the same, it's where we at. Sometimes y'all got to really start looking at really where, I know y'all say, well, I'm in a good, you're not because you're not following. Y'all got to start learning sometimes, just follow the sea. This, I keep telling you, we got to do something that distincts us different from everybody else.
Right.
Right now, we keep following the same category with everybody else.
Right.
You'll do something, then you do something else, keep following. So we're trying to unalign ourselves with people right now because we're looking at what state we're in as a whole. Somebody said, well, I'm in a good place. That's not good. I get about to tell, why I tell y'all I'm at? So I said, well, then I said, F y'all, right? I said, well, that's on y'all. What happened? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Let me say. We talk about till we all come into the knowledge. That's a completeness. Remember, we had to operate as one man. When you leave us separate, then you can afford to. But when you look at, he tried to get YashaYahu to be one man. That's how he want to recognize as one man. That's what he was in the gun. He was one man. That's what he's trying to get you back to, one man. One purpose, one determination. Right now, we got individuality. It don't work. Y'all got it? Okay. I'm trying to help y'all out. They teaching with sport. Team lose, who winner? Who a winner? Team lose. Who a winner? See that? You missed it. The team lost. Team lost. You can say, well, everybody did their part, but that one person do it. They say, you like, what? I did what I'm supposed to do. No, you didn't, because somebody didn't do what they supposed to do. If you really, you should have did more than you supposed to do when somebody wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I can do with mine. See, they show you how many times y'all seen people do that? I just know I did my part. That gonna work with a coach. Coach trying to figure out, you stupid, we lost. Whatever you did ain't worth a hill of bean right now. We lost. You got that junk to me. I posted that, so don't worry about it. Well, listen, you should have, really I'm mad at you because you should have did more. See that? That's what we meant. That's what we come short at. When somebody not, you supposed to pull up. Go ahead and lose your sight and see if your ears say blank that stuff. Man, they gonna pick up, try to hear like eyes. You ain't gonna know, your ears can hear like eyes. I'm trying to tell you, that's just what they do. They step up. You know what you do? You do nothing. You ain't got the sense of an organ. I'm just being honest with you. That's the problem. This where I do my part. You gotta do more than your part. You gotta step up. You gotta get, because you start looking at, he talking about the scant measure, bad or sufficient.
Right.
Bad or sufficient. Like y'all good with bad or sufficient. You can't make it like that. That's why I try to start showing you things that are character flaws. Those character flaws just show you where it hurts you and stunts you in your growth on other ends. Because there's too many things you like that, mediocre, it don't matter. It does matter. It affects. You fighting a war on every end. And when you fighting a war on every end, you got to protect all areas. Why you tell you to put on the whole armor? Anybody finna try to stump your toe? But why you tell you to put on the shoes? Yeah, right? Somebody might try to gut punch you. So you ain't got to really worry about it. Most guys might try to hit you below the belt or just hitting the ground. He said, man, put on the helmet too. Because you don't know where they're going to come at. You don't know where the attack going to come. Not dummy. Dummy got on one thing and take, I got my word. That's not enough. You might be able to block, but then you got to be able to also be able to put something back out. Let me tell you something. Some fighting they teach people is really bad technique. Really bad technique. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of things I watch and I sit and I see people, I watch different stuff they do and I try to send things, tell them, you start watching stuff they teach people, it's bad to keep a person always to be on defense. Because defense means you have to fight after somebody strike.
Right.
That puts you in a bad spot. Hit me. What makes you think somebody gonna hit you one time? What makes you think they're gonna hit you one time? See, and that's how they've been fighting Satan. You got to strike first now. I'm just being honest, you got to strike first.
Yeah.
I'm just happy. A lot of stuff, that's why you think they're losing? Because you sitting back waiting.
Right.
No, you got to get up. You got to be proactive. I'm just being honest. I'm just sitting back waiting on something to happen. You need to get up. You need to get up. I'm just trying to tell you, you got to get proactive. And that hurts you. A lot of things you do, it hurts you. You always got to keep changing. I mean, you always got to keep evolving because you look at the situation. Like y'all tell me, when something happened, I'm going to do something. Like I told the women, I said, when your husband go down, that's when you need to do something. That's where you at. While you living, you're a person, you're a human being. Why they can't go down? I got to already be doing something. I got to be proactive. It get bad when you get on the defense end after somebody failed. Then you wait till the income already been dilapidated, it's already crippled. Now you figure out to do something, you too far behind. What you're going to do now is absolutely nothing. You got to be proactive, get in the front. Last time I try to give y'all techniques on doing stuff, y'all don't really pay attention to nothing. Because y'all keep thinking the Lord going to keep it. If I'm giving you information about something, why do you think he's having me get information? Because he's trying to prepare you before it does happen. That's the and see, the stuff you do And your preparation and taking care of things in your home is the same preparation you make with your salvation. That's how I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna be saved. I already know a lot of y'all ain't gonna be saved. I'm just waiting to tell them, I'm gonna put you out. Y'all want the truth? That's it. A lot of y'all ain't gonna make it because you don't pay attention. Y'all keep thinking, I'm spiritual. Listen, the war that we're fighting is on every end. I try to get y'all to change certain things with your health, change certain things with your diet, change. But in your mind, I ain't got nothing. I go, okay, damn it. The way you're going to contract something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could break a rock if you keep hitting on the same spot. You got people that boss, some people technicians, some people, they go for the knockout. They just keep working the spot. And you kill, after a while, they ain't no fool, they know there's no way I'm gonna keep hitting you down. You're gonna feel it. And eventually gonna affect you, and it's gonna show. It been people that gave up matches because they realized I can't take another punch. It wasn't a head punch either. Because the person just realized I'm gonna just stay at the same, listen, I'm just gonna keep hitting the same area. Eventually you're gonna break. And a lot of y'all, you already broke. So you gotta prepare yourself on every end. Y'all got on every end, he's gonna take your finances, he's gonna take your health, he's gonna take you on every end. He's gonna take everything. When EU, where he gotta take that? His wife, his kids, his goods, his Aberdeen, his house, his health, his sanity. And these dumb people in here, they ain't ready for nothing. I don't know what y'all think. A lot of stuff y'all do, it irritates me so bad because it's like, y'all don't pay attention to nothing. I tell you somebody gets on, why would you spend every dime of it? Why? Why would you not make preparation? You gotta think. You're a human being, things happen. If I'm telling y'all something, make preparation. I'm not telling for that, it's coming for a reason. Man, that's crazy. The preacher said that, here I am outside. And you should stay out there. And Mohawk willing, maybe, hopefully you stay out there. Because that's stupid. He told the good man in the house that no one would watch the thief would come, he would have watched. So if the word coming, why would you not be paying attention? We're in the worst economy we ever seen. Look at the health. Look at the health of these people. Look at the health of them. Y'all just got him butt-willing nigga, all in, right here kissing these folks, all in their face, everywhere. I said, go ahead, just keep going. Do what y'all do then. I'm trying to do it, help you. Every time I'm trying to give you just some precautionary prevention against things. Don't mean things still can't come, but take the precautionary measure. You got to clean up your diet, clean up how you do things, so your body can build a defense. Your body can't build a defense. You've already crippled it. And we're trying to build up your body where you get an offense too. Okay, I'm trying to help them out. All right, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Listen, you're doing great. See if I'm gonna be sitting in the hospital with you. I'm just, man, listen, a lot of y'all, I'm just going to cut y'all off. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna be fussing with y'all. I'm just, when I move on and I'm done with that conversation, you know what that means, right? You know what that means with you and your membership, right? What it is, preacher? I had to keep moving. I'm just trying to tell y'all, I gotta keep moving. Listen, I ain't got time to keep fooling around. This at the last end. People counting on me. Y'all wasting time. Y'all playing around with stuff. You ain't gonna win this fight. You're not gonna win. Listen, y'all mentally straggling. You straggling mentally. You can't focus. You can't pay attention. You can't stay conscious to nothing. Your mind everywhere. Don't you know you got something going on? And a lot of that comes from your diet. A lot of it comes from other things you playing with. It comes with stuff you watching. You gotta get proactive. You gotta start becoming conscious of what you're doing. A lot of stuff you gotta, listen, I'm telling you, you gotta unravel your mind around it. A lot of sport, a lot of it put too many of your emotions in.
Yeah.
Right now, where you at, you're not ready for it. A lot of stuff, it's just not, it's not advantageous for us. A lot of things, just be honest, a lot of things not conducive. These the last days now. And you barely holding on. You ain't even making it. So a lot of times, I don't say you got a lot of time for a lot of stuff. People think, I'm good. You can't be. He won't have me to say nothing about it. I'm just telling you, listen, he that have an ear to hear. I know everybody, I'm just telling you, he that got an ear to hear. You don't make none of these people anyway. These people pull you in, you don't be careful, you doing the same thing everybody else doing. They're like, well, man, listen, a lot of stuff to clean it up. Just clean up and just got to move on, do something different. Listen, man, listen, something has to make us more distinct than the other people. And a lot of times you're not looking at, I'm not grading myself off these people out here. Y'all actually think I'm grading myself, so, I'm in a good spot, because these preachers out here are gay. If I tell a lie, I'm in the same place they in. If I'm hypocrite, I'm in the same spot they in. That's bad that y'all guys have said, and you trying to grade yourself off these people? You sick. I don't use none of these people for my measure stick. I'm using the word. When that word come through, I got to make sure I align to it. He never told me, go now. If you see them preachers, that's how you know you right. That's fool's gold. That's fool's gold. I don't use nobody. I use absolutely none of these people. In here, I don't use none of these people no measuring stick. That's crazy. I use the word. So the measuring stick being a fold, what I'm going to use then? Use the word.
That's right.
Use the word. He gave it to me. I said, this is how we going. I direct and go their way. I know a lot of times y'all might look at it, well, I think, well, that's dangerous that you see that because you ain't got nobody's soul but yours.
That's right.
Even one person got to give account for the souls of all these people in here. That's just being honest with y'all. So I had to be real, I had to be diligent, I had to be careful about the decision I made. People try to second guess me, look, I think I'd be done with. You can do that way. I guarantee you're in a bad place though. I guarantee you ain't where you need to be. That day, every time they came, they tried to get Musha. It never worked out for them. It ain't gonna work out for you either. Now it's something when you got people, listen, I got to put them people up on the screen for them, please. And YouTube people. These people, y'all know what them people up here for? These people up here for y'all. These people up here, because these people are trusting that I'm telling them the truth and that I'm living what I teach. Not all these people from here to here, some of these people on here are living to what I'm telling them. Because they believe that's what I'm telling them. They get to hear this word. That's why I'm reading it. I'm looking at it because I want to go through it with you and say, let's look at this and make sure. Because this is our soul. You got a right to know. I wouldn't tell you just shut up and believe me. That's crazy. That's crazy. You got to attach your soul and live about it. You need to know what you believe. A lot of y'all can't focus on that to keep up with some. I go here, I move here, go here, go here. Sometimes like, that's how much you got to pay attention. This is elementary for me. I can bring you right back. See that? And y'all have forgot where I started that thing. I know, the 17th chapter, book of Acts. Then we went to the 14th chapter. I know it. You ain't going to believe it. I do this for a living. It's imperative. My soul attached to it. People count on me to do this. Like people can go and make all these mistakes. I can't afford to do that stuff. That's my soul. That's your soul. That's these people's soul. I don't say screw them people. Listen, I got to have the same care for them people I got to have for you. When I had to waste time with y'all back and forth, this is the new standard for y'all. Listen, I turned off and that gone. Just know where you at. I moved on. I don't have time. I'm busy. These people, how many of y'all got time to play with other folk and you don't get it? How many of y'all got time to miss out? Raise your hand. Somebody put their hand up right there. Who are they there? Oh, man, nobody got time. Nobody got no time. Man, this everybody's soul. I know y'all, he be fussing out. You know why I fuss at y'all? Because people got to know it's that serious. You know what these preachers do? They'll come on and correct everybody out there, and they want to correct their own members. They ain't impressing me getting on them folks out here. Them folks talking about Jay. Tell them people go through their church. Let me talk to them. Say, point out, show me, tell me, ain't none of your members in that homosexual. None of your members in that fornicate. And they're going to tell a lie. But they ain't no preacher, so that's going to save them? That's going to save them? Because they don't care about them people. They care about getting, everybody finna make money out of Jake. These preachers, everyone you see go out of Jake, it's because they lack a ministry. Man, that's easy kill. Jake, what does it say about him ain't already been said? Come on, it's going to value who? He's going to get sympathy from these people. He's going to get empathy from these people. And nobody's going to get anything. These people don't care about these members. I'm concerned about my house. This is where the man put me. I got to make sure my house clean. I'm right here trying to clean up the other folks' stuff. And my member, I'm trying to get y'all to even pay attention. You ain't paying attention. You can't obey order. You in the same shape he in. All these folks looking at how they going to get money off these people. These folks don't care about nobody. But this is the time who are going to show where everybody at. I know they were waiting on it. I know Tony Smith, my man, going to get it. You picked the wrong number. I'm trying to clean up my house. This is the last days. I tell you this over and over. Y'all don't live like it. You don't stay stupid. Y'all see what we had? Yom Palau, evening Palau, later Palau. Now I give y'all Yom Palau, I come outside Palau again. Got to do something distinct. So got to do something different. When I Palau with y'all by that time, I've been praying probably about 7 times already, probably more. I'm still praying through the night. I get some sleep for an hour or two. I wake up, I look, I say, I just start back Palau. I said, I got to Palau. Because I know it's something. It's something going on. It's just something going on. Just got to Palau. Some you going to tell you again. You don't know when the next horrific situation going to come in your life. It's going to be a tragedy. A lot of you ain't going to be able to make it. You're not going to make it. But I'm Palauing for you, though. I'm Palauing for you. But this is the problem. I can't do but so much. I can teach you. I can Palau if I tell stuff. You ain't going to do it. Y'all do everything different. I tell something to do it. Well, let me ask you about this. What you think I'm thinking when you ask me about somebody just told you something? Y'all scared. I tell them they'll still do it. I said, okay. I said, that's where we at now. I said, that's one of them right there, mark them. It's scary to me. It ain't hard to follow. What I'm going to tell you, if I'm telling you what I'm taking, what do you think I'm some kind of fool or something? I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. Why don't you do it? Look at me, where I'm at. Why you went, I'm telling you the something I'm doing. Why you went Mark and do that? Am I the one screwed up in here? Am I the one sick, missing surgery, can't look around? So what are you trying to ask me about something else for? It's scary. It'd be like, y'all scare me. Y'all really scare me. I'm really trying to get you to self-defense. And one of your defense you're gonna need is gonna need to be knowledge. Knowledge, take your time and just follow. Take your time. Trust him to do it. Trust him to do his job. You see me, get off from me, get away from me. How about that? I'll be fair. Why you think you still him? Man, I make a judgment. He should tell me. I make a judgment. That's what we're gonna do. That's just being honest. That's our soul. That's your soul. And y'all really don't live to that. You play around, then you get, oh yeah, that is true. I do. A lot of y'all fall under condemnation. I'm telling y'all, where you think that's a good place? This man come back right now. Where you think you going? I know he ain't coming back right now. That's called fool's gold. You gonna play around. He come, all the signs down. He done worked everything for you to show you this thing happen anytime. Y'all have no idea. He done worked what he need to work to do it. Before he couldn't come, unlike you, he had to make sure it got to be fulfilled. That's what he told you. There's a lot of stuff he said he could do. He said, but how then the qatar got to be fulfilled? He said, got to be fulfilled. Don't y'all know this thing almost to the top rim? You closer your way burning Sheol than making the salvation. And you don't even realize, I mean, you need to be doing something quick. You need to try to cleanse some stuff, cleanse some conversation, cleanse some behavior, cleanse some association. Let's clean up some stuff. Some stuff we do, yeah, that's not as useful and needful, I think, right now. You got to start, show him a reason why it saved you over them. Why are you over somebody else? Because I don't do it as much. I know. That's right. You every now and then, son. He said, I hate them worse than anything. Because you lukewarm. He said, I'd rather you stayed one way or the other one. Lukewarm worse than anything. At least I'm trying, lukewarm. And I told you I hate that more than anything. See, this all he wanted one way or the other. You be always son or you always saved. And you know why you ain't saved? Y'all don't want to know. How many of y'all really want to know why? Because you straddle the fence. You straddle the fence. It's simple. You think I don't know that? Do y'all think I don't know why y'all ain't saved? Because you straddle the fence. I know I straddled it. You straddle the fence. You keep holding to something, and you think it ain't nothing. It is something. You can't shut your mouth. You can't follow direction. You're a hypocrite. And you keep thinking, I ain't fornicating, commit adultery. Yes, you are. Because anytime you're doing something opposite what he told you, that's adultery. And the fact you keep doing it, that's a new, what you call fornicating. You a whore. See, in their mind, they keep thinking they're not. They're like, not me since I came in. You ain't never came in. You've been hiding the whole time. I know y'all think I'm stupid. It's this face again. I'm going to talk to them about it tonight. They fell for it. I'm trying to help y'all out. I know why you ain't. Now, you're going to tell yourself something different. I'm not a fool. You have to make up your mind. You know what? Just help y'all out. All Yahoo, they called Elijah, told him. He asked them how long were they going to do what? Halt. Can we look at what halt is, please? I know my time getting ready to fail me, so I'm going to try to get y'all out of here. I know it get late. I don't have no excuse. You go home and get some sleep. They'll still come here and go to sleep in the morning. I know they will. I bring here at 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. They won't go to bed at 5:30. Run right here to them. Bring or come to an abrupt. That's tight. Serving Yahuwah. You done halted. You came to an abrupt stop. I watch your dressing. I watch your pattern behavior. I watch stuff. Y'all drop out. That's what you do. You keep stopping. Y'all know what the noon is? Then said Yahusha to those Yahudim that are among on him, if you halt. Why would he say that? Why would he say continue? What dumb reason day would he say if you continue? What would have happened that he would have said if you continue? You heard that man just make up his own definition, own stuff. Somebody stopped. That's why he was only talking to that believer. He saw him. Y'all stop. I'm talking to people that still going. Yeah. See that? Y'all ain't gonna believe it. I looked up with you. It don't take long to put it where it need to go. It makes sense. Why he would have told them if you continue. That meant, why would I tell them they continue? That's because they were already going. But you're going to stop. which means you're going to halt. And you know what's going to get you to halt? An opinion. It don't take long to show them that. They don't realize my boss is very smart. He's very good. I told you about tomorrow. Listen, you'll be working in Alaska, so dress warm. You see, he done brought Alaska over here. I've been telling him, ain't it? Yeah, tomorrow, listen, you're going to be working in Alaska. You'll see. I try to tell you, my boss ain't going to be wrong. Y'all done played around a whole lot. I know. Listen, why I can see straight through y'all. I know good and well. I know y'all ain't doing it. Don't worry about it. I know. Hey, I know. You got an excuse, though. That's a reason why, though. He sure making. I guarantee you my wife can't make me sin. That's right. I guarantee now she do gonna make me commit no guitar. No, sir. I ain't got no time for that. Y'all hear me? See, because you need to use somebody else. This ain't hard. This your soul. This ain't hard. Let me see what's involved. My soul? How important is it to you? You can do a lot of stuff when your soul ain't important to you. And you'll try to explain to me, I assure you, you wasting time. I wouldn't be the person you want to explain it to, because you'll waste a lot of time. See, let me explain. See, Rod, some stuff you got to break. You know how you say you got no education. See, Rod, I just look at him and say, you really are stupid. You really are stupid. That you'll even try to attempt to do that. It's a waste of time. Listen, this is our soul. When you going to stop playing? When y'all going to get serious about the way? Stop putting your salvation based off of somebody. I can't afford to let my salvation be pending on what my wife do if she don't. Listen, that book done told you what is some did not among. That does not make the Elohim word without effect. That has, listen, at the end of the day, that's where you at. Let me tell you what y'all do. A lot of y'all put a lot of emphasis, a lot of extra on other people. You know what I look at right here? You're going to put it on yourself. I put nothing extra on my wife. Listen, that's her soul. If she want to be saved, she going to do it. If she don't, that's going to be her. I can show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out. Play too many games me. Listen, I do that now, huh? We're going to go ahead. We're going to split this thing because dark and light got to be separated. I just don't have that kind of time. Listen, I'm really in this. I'm in this thing to go all the way. I ain't trying to go something like all the way. I took stuff, man. I'm going to try to fix it. I ain't going to try to fix nothing. I'm going to do it. I ain't got time to try to fix nothing. If I'm trying to, it's tore up and I don't know how it works. I know how this go. So I ain't going to try to fix nothing when it comes to this. This is what I'm going to do because I got to be saved. Y'all play a lot of games, and I know why you and where you at, because you straddle the fence. He kill you, he get you every time. He get you. I know he gets you. And you know, I be trying to, no you don't. You keep enough reserve in you to straddle the fence. You can't straddle no fence. You keep holding. Go ahead and tell. I know. I be doing good. Where the rest of that going? I can't figure where they're going. I be doing good. Where I think they're going? And no, then you be doing better. I be doing good, then I'd be doing better. You think I'm stupid? That don't even make sense. I be doing good, I stop. I come to an abrupt stop. And he was only talking to them that continue. He said, those that continue. He taught me because he know I'm going to keep going. I'll leave your behind. Y'all hear me? Listen, this is the truth. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, that's where you at. I'm not finna fight with y'all. Listen, that's where you at. This is the last year I mean. That's where you at. I can't be drunk with you. That's your choice. People count, look at them people count on me. And some of them in the room too. I mean, man, I can't get caught up with that stuff, man. Listen, I can't be caught with that stuff. You can explain that stuff to somebody, I'm not interested. I tell you, keep looking stupid, keep on, that's where you at. Once he said, it is enough. That'd be like that. Like Yahushua told him them sword, it's enough. He told him before I told you, he said, he said, man, sell your coat and buy a sword. They said, he go to him. He said, that's enough. You don't know what I'm talking about. Go ahead, it's enough. Just go ahead. That won't be with you, it's enough. At some point you got to do some real internal searching with yourself. I talk to him, so I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him outside of, kind of outside of how I do. So I want to know the trueness of what I want. I want to know the trueness of it. And it still come back to the same thing. I don't have no conversation with him outside and none that get left. When I have it with me, just the plain, this is just plain. When they come back, it's the same thing. You know, he realized he consistent. That's what he want. He said he really want that. When I have just plain, no, Abba, we just talk. It's the same thing. I'm consistent with him. You check the polite say and say, whoa, he don't ask for that no more. It's gonna be the same thing. Because I got to continue. I know it's people that's honestly trying to be saved. Not all of y'all. As a whole, no. Not all of us, no. You too, no. A lot of people just done found somewhere to kind of rest, but it's going to be a testimony against you. If you don't go all the way, it's going to be the worst thing you ever did. I tell them so they'll know it, because I wouldn't want to waste nobody's time. Listen, man, if this ain't something you want to do, I wouldn't do it. I ain't lying to y'all. Even though it's right, I wouldn't do it. There's a lot of stuff I knew was right. I wouldn't do it because I couldn't. They ain't what I want to do. Come on. When I went to church, I heard that man preach. I ain't think church was wrong. I never thought it was wrong. I just knew that wasn't what I wanted to do, so I ain't go back because it didn't make sense. They try to tell you, you ought to just go. No, because that's not what I want to do. I was that type of person. I didn't want to do it. I knew it wasn't. I said, man, it's wrong, man. Man, wrong to be at church, wrong to be hearing the word. No, I just knew that ain't what I want to do. So I didn't come back. Go figure. Now, that leads me into a question with you. What you think I want to know? What you believe? What you believe, because you do something different. See, I started making changes, adjustment, then before I know it, it got more critical. It kept getting more and more critical. I had to get away from things, get away from, cut off more stuff, because you can't keep doing the same thing. I watched people didn't change. You didn't realize I didn't want to be them people. I saw people that plateaued out. They were just good where they were. Their name was on the road. They had been there, and their family was there. Their family had been there. Oh, man, I come through the hard. I come through the line. And I knew you had plateaued out. You came for the wrong reason. They thought that time was salvation. Time don't make salvation. It's the changes. It's evolving. You know what I'm saying? It's the constant changing. And you have to be so versatile. You have to be like the olive. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, man. One day you're plowing. Next day you got to be a cover for somebody. Before you know it, you know what I'm saying? You might have to give your own self. The olive had to give his own self. Or you might have to defend. Olive had to be that versatile. You go from covering, protect. You know what? You might have to lead. So you have to be that versatile. You know how? You one-dimensional. I ain't never been scared of no right-hand dribble. All I got to do is force them left. You one-dimensional. They don't know that. You one-dimensional. You one-dimensional. You should try to go back and check your repertoire and do something different. You need to really try to consider where you're at, what you're trying to do. This is the most critical thing you'll ever do in your life. Not the things you got. Things you got are temporary. You got to learn how to possess things and still have nothing. You can't let things possess you. Some of y'all are raised, a house, a car, and it'll change you in your servitude. You'll forget where all things come from. A lot of this stuff's so temporary, it's just given to you. I pray y'all heard I said it for the loan. I learned that from Shamuel. He said, Yahuwah will give you another one for the loan. He realized when he gave to him, he said, he only gave me this for a loan. He knew, he said, no, Shamuel not permanent. Ali knew that. He taught Elkanah and his wife, he said, Yahuwah will give you another one for this loan. He knew, he just gave it to me for a temporary time. I started learning with my family, everything I got. When I get up and I pull out, you know what I tell him? I say, I appreciate the loan. Everything I got, the health and strength, because somebody else going to have to use it. One day he going to come out and tap me and going to say, it's a little kid need a kidney. He won't use those words. You know what's going to happen? Something going to happen in mine. And you're just going to have to know it. One day going to touch me, and he's going to say, it's a blind man. He's not going to tell me them words. You know what happened, Daniel? Things going to get real dim to me. And you know what I need to already know, Daniel? It was a loan. The reason why he loaned it to you, so I can come back and get it when I want. What I look like, tell me, call you first before I come get my stuff. You out your mind, it's mine. So I already realized when I know it's a loan, he come and get it, you ain't gonna believe it. I knew he would come back to get it. That breath in your body, he says, a baby gotta be born. It's another young lady that died. And you know what? It wasn't her time. And I gotta already know it when he take that breath from my body. It's a loan. Y'all play around, you on borrowed time. But you forgot about that. Everything you got, if somebody else need a house. Y'all think if folks out there ain't praying for a house? You ain't gonna believe it. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. You know how he'll operate. Yeah, he can have somebody go build one. It ain't gotta be me and Dwayne either. Or you know he can say, I want you to foreclose. I want you to lose yours because somebody else need a house. And when they get it, you know what they're gonna say? All Tahalina, Mr. Yahuwah. He said, that's why I gave it to him. You forgot about it. It was a loan. Your kids, if somebody else need a kid too, that's why I take yours. If somebody need a wife and a husband. You know what I mean? You know that? Oh, Yahuwah, this women, they pull out by say, Yahuwah, give me a man, give me a husband. I know how to treat him. So, okay, let's see. He come take somebody else's. He don't want that deadbeat you got. He just taking because that was a husband. And I want to give that person one. And I'm going to see whether they be a hypocrite or not. Ain't that something? All these men he got him. They say want a husband. He said, I take a husband, make a husband. That's how I swap them out. Hello? He said, if you had a child, let me see how that works. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. This ain't wrong. He said, if your child hungry, asks you for a fish, he said, you give him a serpent. So if a woman, if you say you want a wife, what I ain't give one no girlfriend. I got to take a wife from somewhere and give you one. Go figure. See, they not that smart. I know y'all not that smart. He ain't got to take mine. It's on. He said, that's what I'm going to do. They asked for one. So I got to take where a husband at, and I got to get him one. They have no idea. This the man they want to play with? Y'all know how many people he got allowed him asking for a child? If he gave me a child, you ain't going to believe it. I dedicate it to Yahuwah. He said, now I got to go take one. He started scanning. He done told you he got, listen, the man got owns. You know what he told you doing? He's scanning the whole along. These folks have no idea. He's scanning. These people have no idea what's going on. Do y'all not know he told you he got eyes that scan this whole along? He's scanning. There's somebody put line and they over-earn his heart too. And they said what they'll do, and they'll do it. And he's scanning, because I'm going to take one. He said, he just go make an embryo. He said, yeah, I can. But they asked for one, and I want to take one. See, when you realize that some take from one to give to another one, you consider what you got. I'm going to take what you got. Huh? What's a young man glory?
Sure.
You know what? It's some little boy, you know what he's saying, Daniel? I want to be big and strong. Them eyes just scanning along. Every running coma. What do you say when you pick up 600? Lightweight. He had a stroke now. Because you know why? Some boy prayed. He pulled out earnestly. He said, I want to be strong. I want to be real strong. Yahuwah done scanned it. You don't have no idea. He watching you. They had a song. Do you always feel like somebody watching you? That's a lot of stuff y'all take for granted. But I'm worried, if I was you, I wouldn't pay a hill of beans to nothing I say like you do everything else. Because surely everything you got is permanent. Just a matter of time. He going to take from you. That's like, why you think he going to take from one and give to another? That don't make sense. He got to know. He said, no, I like to operate like that. So when you get it, you know what you did? I took that from somebody else to give it to you. Hello? That's tight. Hold on right quick. 14 chapter right quick. I'm trying to let y'all go. 14. Who know what I want? Who got an idea? You just guessing. 14 chapter. Say it. Which one? Yahuchanan. Somebody give me you just guessing. What you thinking? 14? Orion. Somebody said, I ain't even gonna try it. Try Shaphatym. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Chris. That's some of your food. Come on, Karen. I said Shaphatym. He said Shaphatym. I said, man, that Elko strong in him. Where you think he get that from?
I don't know, preacher. I ain't his teacher.
Get to yeah. Apparently somebody been teaching him. Karen, he was sitting right by you too. He said he tried to get you to stop. What is that? He's a lone gunner. That 14th chapter book of Shaphatym. Said 14, let's see about 14, 6. We probably somewhere in there. Let's just see. Let's play with it, see where it goes.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
The Ruach of Yahuwah came upon him mightily, so that he tore him as
Shaphatym,
one.
they'll call it Judges, 14 and 6.
Yes, sir.
The Ruach of Elohim came upon him mightily, so that he do what? Hold on, your mic went out. He still be going. You can't hear your mic go out. There's gonna be another check.
I don't.
You can't hear it.
Sometimes I can't. No,
What
sir.
you hear right now?
I hear it on.
That's how it's supposed to stay on.
Yes, sir.
Listen for the sound.
Yes,
listen.
sir. The Ruach of Yahuwah came upon him mightily, so that he tore him as one tears a kid, though he had nothing in his hand.
See that? And what that was he tore?
An Ari.
He tore an Ari. You said a baby goat? That's tight. Come on, big man. Come on, big man.
Goodness.
Come on. That happened. When I seen him with that other Bible, that different Bible, I said, it's just a matter of time. Come on, big man. Now, I'm saying too. Tore it. That's right, like a goat. Now go put that check up here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Not a child. Baby goat. Somebody might have thought it was a kid. That's child abuse.
Child abuse.
Baby goat. But I'm a sheep.
I'm a sheep, yeah. Baby goat. Come on.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
But he did not tell his Abba or his aim what he had done.
See what he did? He did. That's when Yahusha sat down and he took the bread. He said, "Take, eat. This is my body." Remember, because he was the Ari of the tribe of Yehuda. So when he tore the bread, remember he's supposed to be called a Nazarene. So when he broke the lacam, he was tearing. That's why he had nothing in his hand. See, it was symbolic. If he just said, "Take, eat. This is my body," what did he tell he was? He said, "I'm the Ari of the Matah, of the tribe of Yehuda." So I did the same thing Shamshun. I took it and I tore it. And I had nothing in my hand. You ain't gonna believe it. And he didn't tell it aim no either. Don't worry about it. Come on.
So he went down and talked to the Asha, and she was pleasing in his own, in the own of Shamshun.
Yeah. Come on.
And after some yamim, he returned to take her. He turned aside and looked at the carcass of the Ari, and behold, a swarm of bees and honey were in the basar of the Ari. And he took it out into his
Should
hand.
be debash, I think is the word they put in there, debash.
Yes, sir.
Huh, debash? Yeah, these folks still sitting around here talking about some doing maple. Don't see no doing maple inside, no stop it. Bee be flying around no maple. Always trying to find something to get around. So these folks always trying to disobey something. Just stop it.
That's right.
It's debash, yellow, no, good and well done. Maple ain't yellow. The yellow substance is bees. Bees make honey, they don't make no maple. You want maple, he's been sucking out a tree.
That's right.
Listen.
And he took it out into his hand and went on, eating and halak. When he came to his Abba and to his aim, he gave some to them, and they ate it. But he did not tell them that he had taken the debash out of the basar of the Ari. Then his Abba went down to the Asha, and Shamshun made a muad there.
And what y'all think would happen? Hands. What y'all think was significant about that? Hands, hands, hands. None you ain't been taught. None you ain't been taught. I got a hand over here. You raise it slow. I got Dexter and I got you. Well, come on, what you got? He invited his companion. He was going to get the token. I don't know what just happened. From here to here to here. What you got? What you got? Sound like a wedding? I don't know what didn't happen. Why he didn't tell her? According to what y'all read in the book of U Yaquara, the 5th chapter, if you hear or know of it, you got to tell it. That's why I didn't tell you. Y'all just got taught this in the 5th chapter. If you know of it or if you heard of it. That's why, what do you have to do? You got to tell it. So I'm trying to show you how the Torah works. That's why he didn't tell them. Because according to your Torah, you got, whether they seen it or I got to tell it. Okay, come on. I told you, so that was something y'all ain't been taught? That was something y'all ain't been taught? That was something y'all have been taught. Remember, the Torah is always working now. The Torah is in effect now, so it's always working. So you have to stay minded to always pay attention to patterns. Okay, that's how they caught Yahusha. That's how you found it, because of patterns. Okay? Okay. Remember when Yehuda, when he came and he found Tamar, what did he think? He thought she was a harlot. Why? And not only that, where was she at? Huh? That's right. And when he sent back the kid, where he sent the kid to? He sent it right back to the place where he found that. Because surely she will be there, according to patterns. See, that's what I'm trying to show you. You keep up with patterns. Okay? People follow, they will look at patterns. Okay? Where did I find that? I'm going to send it back there. That's where she's got to be. Okay? Your book even taught you according to Torah. If a tree fall in the bar about where it fall at, that's where it gonna be. Why y'all think they can't looking for Yahushua in the Kabbalah? When he fell, that's where they laid him at. So where was he gonna be? They knew that from the Torah. That's where he gonna be. See that? Y'all gotta see. You gotta. This stuff is all systematically put together. See, people did things because of patterns. Okay, let's see. Come on, that's kind of offset, but I just get you to pay attention. Come on.
Then his Abba went down to the Ashah, and Shamshun made a muad there, for so the young Anashim are used to do. And it came to pass, when they saw him, they brought 30 companions to be with him. Then Shamshun said to them, let me now put forth a riddle to you. If you shall indeed tell it to me.
That's amazing. During the muad, so they brought 30 companions, called Yehuda got 30 pieces of silver during the muad. Oh, they brought 30 companions. The 30 pieces of silver was separated? It was all in the same bag. And it was all put together, wasn't it? So then they got one came in, then 3 came in, and 30 came together. Right? They were companions. They were together. Come on.
If you shall indeed tell it to me within 7 yamin of the muad and find it out, then I shall give you 30 linen wraps and 30 changes of clothes. But if you are not able to tell me.
Who forgot why we came over here? Hands. Hands. Y'all be honest. 2, 3. Raise them up high so I can see them. Okay, good. Come on.
But if you are not able to tell me, then you shall give me 30 linen wraps and 30 changes of clothes. And they said to him, put forth your riddle that we may shama it.
That we might hear it intelligently.
So he said to them,
What is that?
out of the eater came forth food, and
Can
out
you
of
believe
the
that? The one that eat and devour is the one that had wound up getting the food from it. Come on.
and out of the strong came forth sweetness.
Look at that. Come on.
But they could not tell the riddle in 3 yamin.
See that? They couldn't tell it.
Then it came about on the 4th yom that they said to Shamshun's Ashah,
What they said.
entice your husband so that he shall tell us the riddle,
Yeah.
lest we shall burn you and your Abba Beth with fire. Have you called for us to make us poor? Is this not so?
Stop for a second. No, go ahead. I'll find out something. Y'all do some thinking right quick. I'm going to ask y'all a question about that. Come on, roll.
Shamshun's Ashah wept before him and said, you only hate me,
That's
and you
right.
do not ahab me. You have put forth a riddle to the benim of my arm, and have not told it to me. And he said to her,
What is that?
behold, I have not told it to my Abba or to my aim, so should I tell you?
Yeah.
And she wept before him 7 yamim while they had the muhad. And it came to pass on the 7th yom, he told her because she distressed him. She told the riddle to the beni of her arm. So the Anashim of the city said to him on the 7th yom before the Shamash went down, what is sweeter than the Bosh, and what is stronger than an Ari? And he said to them, unless you had plowed with my heifer, you would not have found out my riddle.
That's amazing. Because y'all pay attention. A couple of things you just pick up quick, just reading, okay? So you see what happened when it came down to it. When did they not know the riddle? That's cool. Because when Yahusha got up, they didn't know either. Remember they went to the city? And the man told him and said, besides all this, telling you what was he actually telling you? We don't know it. So it wasn't until the end of the muhad they really got the completion of understanding who he was. That's why they didn't know the 3rd day. See, all you knew. See, you got caught. You know what they thought in their mind? The 3rd day they knew it. I don't know how you would have thought that. Even Malachi told him, said, didn't he tell you that? That he was gonna get up? And the man went back through the whole Safar. On the 3rd yom, he got up, he went through, began at Mushah. And he expounded them in all the Nabim, the things doing what? And they still didn't know it. It wasn't later on, he sat down and he opened, and their eyes were open. That was the 4th yom. That's when she started troubling him. The 4th yom is when what? Because they told him to stay, it was toward what? Evening. It was getting dark, which means the 3rd day is over, you're at the 4th day. See, it's too much I don't know. If I was you, I wouldn't be playing in my class. All this was imperative. Just amazing when he did this. This whole thing was doing a muhad. Go figure. Listen.
Then the Ruach of Yahuwah came upon him mightily,
Yeah.
and he went down to Ashkelon and killed 30 Anashim of them and took their spoil and gave the changes of clothes to those who told the riddle.
That's why y'all don't pay attention. You see how he went down there and went his bank account and got money so he could pay those guys to buy the stuff. So how did he pay his debt? How you think Yahuwah gonna pay you? How you think you got Jerusalem? He should be called a Nazareth. He told you, all these Malakim, all these people, he told you, they all gonna bring their wealth right into his Malkut. I'm gonna take theirs. You wanna know how he gonna get it? I'm gonna take it from them. He gonna be called a Nazareth. I'm gonna take it from them. They don't get it. You don't get it. That's why I'm trying to tell you, I know what I'm talking about. In order for you to have, he take it from somebody else. Go figure. See, that makes you consider, if he took from somebody else to give me, what will he take from me? See, that changed how I serve him. Y'all see that? You serve the way you think because you keep thinking, God got plenty, God got plenty. He put just enough. He said, I do is I take it from them and I give it to another one. Hello? Yes, sir. Let's see. Asu. They call Esau. Remember his Abba wanted to get him? What did he want to get him? A Baraka. But then when Yaakov got it, what did he give Asu? You ain't gonna believe it. Yaakov took his. And he cried to his Abba. Don't you have one? He said, I done gave him everything. That was the only way for him to get it. You saw his mama say, don't worry about it. Your daddy got something for you too. No, he don't. He gonna give all he got to him. In order for you to have, you gonna have to take it from him. Y'all people have no idea. This man is taking from you. He's gonna take you and strip you down. That's how he's gonna fulfill with other people. You people have no idea. 50 and 1 right quick. Who know what I want? YashaYahu. Let's see what he said right quick. I gotta get y'all out of here. We've been here way too long. Just going back and forth, talking about nothing, killing time because I don't know what to preach. I ain't got no note cards or nothing. It just messed me up. 50 and 1. Let's see what he asked right quick. YashaYahu. Listen.
Thus says Yahuwah.
Thus says Yahuwah.
Where is the certificate of divorce by which I have sent your aim away?
See that? That's bad. That's what he just said. He want to know where was the certificate of the bill of which I sent your mother away. Now that's amazing that he sat here and talked about giving a bill of certificate to your mother. Now what exactly do that have to do with you? Who got hands that don't understand what they got to do with you? Hands? Can I get a hand? Who don't understand what they got to do with you? Okay. That's the only hands I got? Okay. Let's see how they work out right quick. Azara, 10 and 1. Azara, 10 and 1. They call it, they're going to call it Ezra, but this is called help. So what I'm going to do, since you didn't know, I'm finna help you out. Azara, aid or help. 10 and 1. It wouldn't make sense unless you got a teacher. Let's see what he said right quick. Azara, aid, help. 10 and 1. Listen.
Now, when Azara was Palal, and when he was making his confession, weeping and casting himself before the Beth
he was
of
weeping and
Elohim,
casting himself down. You ain't gonna believe it. This for help. What else was he doing it? Trying to get help. Listen.
a large assembly.
Let's see how the help come. They said he gonna look. Matter of fact, Daud said he was gonna look to the heart for which coming here, Azara. Azara, Yahuwah is my help. He said that's where my help come from. Listen what he said.
A very large assembly, Anashim, Nashim, and Benim gathered to him from Yasharal, for the arm wept with a great weeping.
So they wept with a great weeping. What happened? They trying to get out of Mizraim or something?
And Shekan Yah, the Ben of Yakial, and all the Beni of Elam answered and said to Azara,
What did they say him?
We have not been Amunah to our Elohim.
You know good. Go ahead. You need to repeat that when you pray now. You know good and well you ain't been faithful. You ain't had no stability with no Yahuwah. Listen what else he said.
And have married foreign Nashim from the arm of the Arats.
And we married foreign Nashim from the Aram, from these people of the Alam. Listen.
Yet now there is your call for Yasharal concerning this.
You ain't gonna believe it. It's hope for us though. He says hope for us. Let's see what the hope at.
So now let us make a berith with our all.
Let's make a covenant with Elohim.
to put away all the machine,
Put away, okay, they build a divorcement. Put away all the machine.
and those who born from them, according to the counsel of my Adon, and of those who tremble at the commandment of our all.
At 5th and 1, please. YashaYahu, they call Isaiah, 5th and 1. Listen,
Thus says Yahuwah,
what did he say?
where is the certificate of divorce by which I have sent your aim away?
So you see why I want to tell you about that? You should have already caught this. If I sent your mother away, what you think I did with you? Those people just found out by the help that there was some hope. Get rid of the wives and the kids.
That's right.
See, they're not that clever. If I was you, I wouldn't play in my class. That's why he wanted to ask you about the mother. You should have picked the other part up. Did I put your mother away? I want the kids gone too. Because I'm trying to get some help. Y'all hear that? The people went there, they was in great distress. Them people looked like, we need some help. And Azara was casting themselves down. They realized something. We ready to put away these wives and the kids. You ain't gonna believe y'all. You'll cry yourself silly about these people. If you trying to get some help, that's what they looked at, and they were trying to get you a call, hope. Let me tell you something. I ain't attached to nobody here way going home. We better from making them. That's just being, I told you, I don't have no special deal with nobody here to come down to it. I got to make sure I got in. Y'all see what them people ready to do?
Yes, sir.
And the only people that did it, don't forget now, they trembled. Fear. That's right. Fear. See, guess who did it? He told the only people gonna do it now, the people that tremble, not you. I ain't scared of nothing. I know it. That's why you keep doing what you do. You need to fear the Savior.
That's
you
right.
know what he told you. You know what key now? Those people fear. They
That's right.
tremble. Man, listen, these folks here so slick and slimy and conniving and cutthroat. Y'all do that. That's why, listen, y'all a lie. Ooh, y'all dangerous. Don't worry about it, because you don't tremble. Oh, y'all a lie. It ain't like a lie. What it is if it ain't like a lie? It's a lie. That's what it ain't like a lie, because it is a lie. If Elohim ain't like Elohim, what is it? He Elohim. Yeah, that's all it is. It ain't like a lie. It's a lie.
Yeah.
Listen.
Or to whom of my creditors did I sell you? Behold, you were sold for your iniquities.
Look at that. You ain't gonna believe it. When Elohim got a debt to pay, I'll use you. I don't go take and get nothing else out of my pocket. I owe you something. You can get these hard-headed niggas right here. See, that's how it works. I'll take it from somewhere else to do it. He said, I don't used to messing with mine. I got some stuff set right here. I'll use you to pay a debt. You ain't gonna believe it. Y'all ain't gonna believe these nasty, no good white folk. Y'all not these trashy white folk, these dirty crackers. Yahuwah owe them something. You ain't gonna believe what I paid them with. Listen, I had a debt with them, Dave, and I paid it. I use you. See that? You be running your mouth. You don't even realize he used a debt to pay. They so busy hating white folk. They just told. Is that what the book said? They here to get 51. I don't know why these folk mess around. You be running your mouth. I use you to pay a debt. Mm-hmm. Listen.
Thus says Yahuwah, where is the certificate of divorce by which I have sent your aim away?
You know you went with them. And what happened?
Or to whom of my creditors did I sell you? Behold, you were sold for your iniquities, and for your transgressions, your aim was sent away.
See that? That's why I got rid of you. I got rid of y'all. A lot of times y'all sitting here, you have no idea. That man Ben got rid of you. That's why y'all got to start paying attention. Stop flaking off. Stop doing stupid stuff, because I will get rid of you. On the decree of Yahuwah. Nobody going to get by. Listen, none of y'all done slick me. For the record, you don't slick me. The quiet don't slick me. The setback humming don't slick me. None of that stuff slick me. I just wait till he tell me, because I get rid of you. And then what's going to make it sweet is the fact you don't say, he caught it. You should know I caught it. Let me tell you what I do. I catch behaviors. I catch signs that you will miss. I catch them. I have to catch them, but I just keep moving. I said, mark the behavior. Catch it, pay attention to it. So when I tell you to move, you saw it, Ben. That be son. Here, make sure I can see it. That what he, hello? That what he want to know. What do you see? He showed it to me. What do you see? I see it. So I let me know when I move, I'll be swift too. I'll be real swift when I move, because I got to do it like that. Y'all don't take it serious. This ain't for everybody. You don't know why you don't know why he afflicts you. You don't know why he told you. He said, I'm the one afflicting you. Let me tell you something, what these folk don't know. With Yahushua, right? They blindfolded him, and they kept striking. You know what they kept asking him? You ain't gonna believe it. You know the Torah already told you. Yahuwah said, I'm the one afflicting you. That's why he didn't answer him. See, that hand when they were hitting him, he already knew who it was. Yahuwah afflicted him. That's why he went, you know he said? It was Derek. It was Larry. It was Craig. No, he already knew who was doing it. It was Yahuwah. You ain't gonna believe it, stupid. These people on my job. He said, yep, you stupid. I'm afflicting you. Mm-hmm. You're not that bright. You're not that smart. Y'all don't know why you're going through, do you? Yahuwah afflicting you. Just like when he told Ali, you know what Ali said? Them boys. He said, it is Yahuwah. Now, why you so dumb you don't know who afflicted you? Why you don't know why, you know what, I don't know why I'm going through. That be a lie. You are a flat liar. There's nobody going through don't know why. You refuse to acknowledge. You're a cover up on that camera, in this room, on that YouTube. You're a cover up, you're a hypocrite, you're a liar. You're a false pretender. You're a thief. You know who you are, and you know what you do. And you will see you. That's why he keep afflicting you. He's trying to get you to turn while you're on this side. You're not going to do it, though. And I know you're not going to do it. That's what's going to make it even better when he put you in Sheol, because he warned you, and you were still too stupid to turn. That's stuff. I know. I ain't gonna let no man tell me. I know it. And you know what? And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That's extra stupid. You be a fool to fight against that man. How would I know you're doing it? Unless he show me. I don't peek in your window. I don't have the code of your ring camera. Yahuwah sit high, he look low. You have no idea what that man doing. Y'all have absolute no idea, do you? Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. You playing with somebody that mark you. You're sitting there doing, the man got a book of remembrance. What you do with a man got a book of remembrance? You may have to sometimes be glad they had that book. You be like, oh, shoot. You be talking, you see them pull that book out. You like, we're talking. Because you see them marking that. Yeah, I mean, had to. Someone get that book, they're marking that book, you be quiet. They already marked it, and they don't be quiet for it now. I already marked in my book now. That's why they mark with a pen and not a pencil. That man don't put a mark on you. He ain't moving that mark. What you doing different? What you doing different? Listen, this is critical time teaching we put in. We come here, it's critical, really critical, which means you really got to sit down and you got to open yourself and look at, man, it's time to get rid of this stuff. I'm really not, it's time to, you doing the same thing. There's no changes with you. Man, you ain't doing no change. Why? He keep afflicting you for what reason? It's just that why? This ain't no, you know what, it's just people work against me. You retarded. Nobody give a flying flip about you. You don't care about yourself. Why somebody targeting you unless he has designated these people to target you for a reason? Because I'm trying to turn you. I make your way hard for a reason. But you Balaam, you keep going. You know what happened to Balaam? He killed Balaam. You need to be careful. Y'all need to be real careful. On that screen, y'all need to be real careful. Y'all done played a long time. You shouldn't have to have nobody. I don't serve under the threat of. I don't serve under the threat of. To me, I've grown past that. You got to get past that. I got to do this so I don't die. I got to do this somewhere. At some point, you got to grow and understand, this is my life. This is my life. I ain't put up under no stress to allow that man do that. That stuff don't stress me. I mean, listen, I want to do this. I want to make it in. This ain't no hard pressure on me. I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it. It's okay, but I want to do it. It makes it easier. Now, I understand. My burdens are light. Man, your way hard. You have a hard time. And you try to, but here yoke is easy. That's not here yoke. You eating a rooster egg. You ever ate a rooster egg before? That's what's scary. I don't know where they could have got it from. Roosters don't even lay no egg. I know you eating rooster egg. Man, this thing tough. I know it. Them rooster eggs be like that too. That's dangerous, man. I don't know how you got them rooster eggs, but you got them. You ain't pay attention. That man said, my yoke is easy. He butted it, he said, it's easy. You don't fight with no yoke to tear it up. He said, my yoke is easy. And my burden light too. They're not heavy. He said, my burden light. The reason you had these hard burdens, I'm just telling you, he put these things in your life for a reason, so you consider. So you'll start to weigh the matter. You'll start to look at things. There's always things you can adjust and change. I ain't exempt, There's always things go back I can change, I can readjust. No. I ain't so long, man, that's it. No, you constantly keep going, looking. That's why I told him, I don't want you to just find it, let me see it, then let me change it. I want to be real, designated in my speech when let them know I want to see it, I want to recognize it so I can adjust that and change it. I got to have that thing right before we come back here. I have it right, so it's a constant battle, and I appreciate it too. I ain't mumbling and grumbling about it either. I appreciate the way, because I know where I was. He could have left me down. He seen something about me. I haven't been honest all my life. Haven't been honest. Haven't been always honest. But he saw something. He saw something, and you know what? You can make a choice. You can keep being who you are, or you can just start being honest. That's all. All them folks, a lot of y'all keep using that stuff, how you growed up, this didn't happen to, oh, I've been molested. This the older trick of the book. Oh, this happened, man, ain't had no mama. Or there's a lot of folks had mama that still ain't had one. Because they ain't had the proper tutelage, so you still ain't had no mama. There's a lot of folks had father right home, still ain't had the proper tutelage, so you didn't have a dad either. It's stuff I'm teaching they had a dad, so did you really have a dad? See, they keep counting stuff, everybody keep trying to use something for an excuse. Just stop it. Man, your life ain't about you. Your life your life is about you, about just you, but then you owe a debt back. It's like sometimes people come, they tell me, man, go back and give something back to the community. You ain't gonna believe it. You done came out, I had to come and give something back. My experience, all that, therefore, he let me say, I let you escape that. You know you weren't supposed to get out of that. Now go give something back. Nah, you know what? Man, they gotta learn like I did the hard way. Seriously? I could have left you where you was. Your life, listen, once he come and get you and he illuminate you, then you become light for other people. you know why the Shamash go down? So the Shamash can see. You can't be that stupid. It's up there so I can see. You know where it came from? Out of darkness. So won't you shed some light on it for somebody else then? See that? They missed that. Where he told you the light came from? So since you came out of darkness, won't you shed some light for somebody else? See, y'all some selfish, you just selfish, just right. It ain't all they, as a whole, at the whole way, y'all rotten people, just rotten people. But we're gonna fix it. You gotta first know where you at so you can fix it. We owe something. Get out of yourself, quit, man. This is what I'm telling you. When I catch the separate people, I'm getting rid of you too. What? Okay. No, all right, I'm playing. Y'all see me busting out laughing? See if I'm lying. See if I wouldn't throw everything away. I'm gonna get rid of you. We're not gonna have no conversation. We ain't gonna be back and forth, no texting. If the husband at me by, I'm gonna get rid of him too. I'm doing 2 for 1. He did in the gun. I'm doing 2 for 1. I keep the kids. Listen, it's too critical now. Nobody gonna be no island themselves. You're gonna be all the way or you're gonna be gone. Sure. Everybody. That's the only way to do it. And this ain't fair to me. Why should I make you be a part of something? I don't know, why would I be that stupid? Why your arm attached to your shoulder, you retard? Why your calf muscle hooked up below your knee, you stupid idiot? Because we're a body, and the body can't function separately. Right. Okay, yeah. So you done heard the reason why. Y'all heard it, it's all for me. Yes, it is, it's for me. This is me and my selfish ways. Why else would I be doing it? Why would Yahuwah wants to be together and be buttoned together? That's stupid. Don't y'all see? Preacher is manipulating y'all. Y'all so dumb. The man is making a fool out of y'all. Y'all sitting here going for this. You could be your own person. You ain't got to talk to people and be with people. That's dumb. Listen, the God I serve. The God I serve. That's not the way. This preacher stuff. Y'all got, you know what they don't know how to do? Y'all don't know how to separate the man. Lancaster, please tell me you ain't that hand. I don't see nothing. Man, you almost down to the nub. The fingers go, no, he got them back here. He spit them out right quick. But that's what I'm saying. Think about what we're doing. We are supposed to be a body. Don't you know a body is hooked? You know why? Because joints supply something. These are offenses to him. We got to learn how to operate together. Don't y'all know if people he got to send him, this is what y'all don't realize. It's people he going to send him, some of them people from YouTube, he going to send them him. And when they come, y'all got to already have made your adjustment because they're going to have to learn from you. That's why I got to get rid of you. You're going to hold back my class. It be like sometimes I'll be playing teacher class. Man, I used to hate the teacher. You know what they do? Some stupid stuff. You're a teacher. Who else a teacher? You know what they had me doing? They will put me out, tell me I was disturbing the class. Man. That junk used to make me so mad. Talking about other people can't learn while you in here playing and doing stuff. I'm like, what? They ain't my problem. Man, I used to hate them teachers. Boy, there's some stupid teachers out there. People ain't gonna be able to learn because you're in my class. Much as I hate them, I like that technique. You gonna hold up other people from learning my class, I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, you're distracted in the class. Listen, we're taking the motion. Speed is motion, right? So we making a motion. We're going to certain, y'all didn't know that? Even the courtroom motion, this is a movement, you know that? They're making a motion, this is movement. So y'all don't know about this, huh? Okay. That's a man to come and please, what with the court? I need to move the court. See, there's things you need to know, you need to pay attention. Even in language, your attorney will go ask the judge for they would like to move the court. They're trying to change a position. Y'all don't know about that? This is a terminology. Can we look at the terminology, what it means? I don't want to be dumbfounded, be just making up my stuff. Anybody been to court before? Let's see. Maybe that sounds like a made-up terminology. Let's see what it means when they ask, can they move the court? A motion. Well, that's an actual. Oh my good, look at that. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I ain't even look it up. Y'all ain't gonna believe. Look at y'all. What is here? What we learned about this right here? Do something. Do something. Do something. Then you find out it was an action. Listen, the action or process of moving or being. If it would, it's just want to make a motion. Hello? Don't y'all, listen, this is what y'all don't realize. This makes sure right here. You got different kind of attorneys. You got trial attorneys. You got some, they just paperwork attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Real estate attorney, you got different attorneys. But a trial attorney is different because when you go inside a courtroom, you have to have what's known as courtroom etiquette. A lot of lawyers don't have that. Understanding how to, cause what they do, they like paperwork people. You know what I'm saying? I work with tickets. I send stuff to other companies that do that. I more or less bluff people like Robert Shapiro. Y'all remember him? He was a great lawyer. He ain't been in no court. You saw he's on the OJ trial. He said nothing. You know why? Because he doesn't understand courtroom etiquette. His end is I bluff you. Yeah, I bluff, you move. Yeah, I bluff you. I bluff you enough that you know what you say. Man, go ahead, man, just go ahead, dismiss, just go. They don't even bring it to court. I punked the prosecutor. And you know, they look at it, I try to talk to them and give them saying, it's so many holes in it, you don't want to do that. And I bluff them. Johnny Carter said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to court. I got 12 people, all I need is one. You got to convince 12. You got to convince 12 people. All I got to do is convince one. You want to do this? I got courtroom etiquette. I know how to move the court. See, like y'all guess what you got to do? That's the thing I look at with Yahushua. How you think you moved over from the law to Khan and getting you over to getting you to the point that now you under Barit, the promise? He made a motion. Hello? Yes, sir. He made a motion. They fled. When he was up on the two, he moved. Yeah. I'm trying to think, when did this promise come in? Do you remember while he was living? When did this come in? See, he moved the court. Can we see the definition? Y'all, am I making this stuff up? I don't know. Where am I getting it from? Maybe some, hold on. Oh, I see it back. Yeah, that's it. I got it. The action or process of or being that's how he was able to take away the first, that he could establish the second. He made a motion. You missed it. They told you he was up on the tube. Then they told you he gave up the ruach. It moved. What you think changed the reason you got the promise and you're not still in the Torah? See, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all should pay attention to me. I have courtroom etiquette, okay? That's the goal. You gotta learn how to move the court. See, opinions. See, this is what you look at. When you go to the court, this is what you look at sometimes. When they go back and they look over certain things, and you people go to Supreme Court, they start against stuff and rule. They go back, you're going back and they'll base their answer or when they come at something based off of opinions. Did y'all not know that? Opinions. They're mad. Y'all didn't know that. A lot of times when judges give rules on stuff, it's based off opinions. They didn't know that. Supreme Court, when you get on stuff, they're going to go back and read. They're going to look at opinions. These people have not, you know about that? These people don't know that. How many of y'all didn't know that? Of course you didn't know it. Pick me up right quick. YashaYahu 3:1. Appreciate y'all for writing that on the wall back there for me. Because hard mess me up, I couldn't do the napkin thing no more. I said, God almighty. When he realized I had been writing that stuff on that, hanging out writing, I said, I know what I do. I got to write on that wall back there. 3rd chapter, book of YashaYahu. Y'all believe that Yahuwah the supreme ruler? 3:1. Listen. YashaYahu, they call it Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
It means Yahuwah will be exalted. And I believe it too. Listen.
He says, if a husband puts away his Asha, and she goes from him and belongs to another Ish, shall he return to her? Shall not that land be completely polluted? But you are a harlot with many lovers, yet you turn to me, declares Yahuwah.
You ain't believe that. In the King James Version, you know what he said? He said, they say. That's opinions. That's what they do when the Supreme Court, people go back, they go back and they look at opinions. That's what he do, he's supreme ruler. That's the Supreme Court. That means there's no court higher. So when Yahuwah come back, that's what he's doing. Before you make your call, you need to go back and look at opinions. What were opinions that were formed? What opinions were formally ruled on? Most of these people don't realize. Sometimes you can go in and you argue based off of cases. Cases where a court's higher than the court you're talking to already ruled, and a lower court can't rule over that, but this is Supreme Court. So you ain't gonna believe it. They had already ruled. Mushah had already told him the 24th chapter. He said a man found some uncleanness there, he give a bill of divorcement. He said she can go and put out her house. He said after that she can go and build another man. He said now if that husband died, he had her later and she come back, he said she can't come back. He said after that, she defiled. So he going back and being, as he is Supreme Court, he said, I'll read the lower court ruling. And that's what they say. He said, but if you come, I'll take you. Hello? You ain't gonna believe it. Somebody must have moved the court, made a motion. I can help these people, they just don't know it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, don't even try to think about it. This is far out of your realm and you won't understand it. With it. I just be talking, it's a whole bunch of jibber jabber. And it looked like I be saying something. That's what it is. I had a gift of just talking and I don't be saying that and it looked like it said like I'm saying something. For some reason. These people have no idea what they need to do. You got to learn how to motion and move the court. Hello? That's what Yahusha did. You need a lawyer, huh? Mediator. Isn't that right? I'm just trying to tell you, you had somebody come in and defend for you. Hello? That's bad. You the defender. Yahuwah the plaintiff. He didn't want to bring any case up against you. They don't even know why they're going to court. If you're going to court, judgment day about a court, then there's got to be a plaintiff. That's amazing. Then you're going to have what they call, let me see some stuff that will tie you to this thing called everlasting evidence. That's what we found out about Yahuwah. About Yahuwah. It was evident. It was evident. That's what he's going to bring to court. What's going to mess you up. He got evidence on you. That you are going to be guilty of the body and the dome. Do y'all know that whosoever spill man's blood, by man his blood got to be spilled? You know what's going to get them? They ain't pay attention. Let me see, 1 in 10, you have to go get an axe of the shot king. What the axe mean again? Do something. This is something he going to do. Isn't that right? When he come back, he going to pierce them. Every one of them that pierced him. Even so, he said, oh man, that's why he left. You know, they said, they want to know why were they standing there gazing? Where were they at? Because somebody was coming back. Who know what it was? The same, and you ain't going to believe it. He would have been an Adam, and he going to be the Ben when he come back again, a Daoud, still tie him to the flesh, because that's who got to kill you, because whoever spilled man's blood, by man, their blood got to be spilled. You're not going to get killed by no spirit, baby. Quit telling them lies. See, you don't know what you're doing. That's why you need to get you a teacher. It's too much you don't know. It's too much they don't know. They were just looking for Yahushua to come back. They didn't know why, because that's your Torah. That whoever you spill man's blood, by man, your blood got to be spilled. Go figure. This is a deep case we got, ain't it? Man, you ain't got none of your stuff together either. And you finna go to court. Hair ain't combed, teeth yellow, clothes tacky, wrinkled. Man, you finna go down the road. You ain't serious, you finna go down the road. You better get yourself dressed. I'm trying to tell them folks, when they went to court in the 7th chapter of the book of Kazoo, them folks came, they want to know who they were today. You know what they said? These have arrayed themselves in white. Huh? They had came out. You still in. Listen, the Zachanan asked him, no, which are they? He said, I don't know, you tell me. He said, me right here, they came out of great tribulation and made their robes white. You gonna show up, man, with them black natty clothes with them poop holes in the back of it. Man, they made their white. Hello? You ain't ready to go to court. You're not ready to go to court. Isn't that right? You go to court, I'm gonna holler guilty. I'm gonna tell, we ain't even need to deliberate. I'm telling you, I got the rope right here. Get yourself together. Y'all get y'all set together, because you're on the chopping block. All right, I'm just telling you now, make no mistake, you're on the chopping block. Go ahead, stay and keep listening. I'm gonna tell you what he told you. Listen, you ain't been Sadiq, stay unsadiq. Listen, you ain't been Sadat. I want you to stay that way, because he said, I come quickly. My reward with me. I'm gonna give it to everybody according to your work done been. That's two. Appreciate you,